Zigzag hovered over the stove with the soda. The way last summer happened to unfold was the motor. I'm back active, mapping out my goals for the quota. That back in demand rapping, you happening with Doja and I'm colder at it. It'll be ass backwards not to compose in the moment. The facts of demand traffic, half my opponents already know what's happening. How could I not factor in the moments of atonement? The raps on my band camp is out of control when that was before the backing. Now dough quarterback in the road to these owners. And nigga, these is Vogues and Daytonas, ain't no donuts happening. I lowered the back end down to the flow, so you notice. I got action with the same hoes and I don't throw no Jacksons. Back when having tappers was blowing on them corners. I was on the campus with O's, I got that mo to tap in, multitasking. Zigzag roll in my romas. Giving ratchets to cold shoulder cause I know I'm cracking, no distraction. Pass that motor to my Jonas. Know the acronym on both coasters for I sold them jackets, grow them assets. Plus all of the facets of my flow tough. I know when to pass it to the post and cut. I put your favorite rapper on the poster once, twice. By the third time, shit just became routine. No longer a new thing, just an expectation. Take flight before this nigga can take his next step. They tape it, the whole world watching. Niggas, girls watching, niggas getting banged on. Little mama trying to normalize and I'm fucking up to take home. He can't afford the climate, so he gon' have to take a road. Cause nigga, that boy be climbing and giving them what they paid for. And ain't no more denying them, age can't be your scapegoat. You on the court, you trying it, and I'm sure enough gon' raise, bro. I won't ignore the obvious, ooh, there go that lane, go. And I come soaring out of it, the switch was way too late, bo. Yeah. Throw that shit up from anywhere on the floor. Got it. Hey. What? Yeah, the unsung hero to some, and you just to come or some young zero alum of the verbal assault and battery academy. Battle me, I corral the cavalry and count up the casualties. Yeah, they wanna shackle my audacity. My thoughts on Saturn, sought after analogies, trying to cough in this carcass as I offer reality. Awkward with a toss up to sawed off for sanity. Yeah, no more taking for granted mannerisms. This ain't TMZ talk, this is televangelism. Who else can annually hand them aneurysms manually at the tabernacle, stagger to my seat casually? I'm more dapper than discreet. How I catch you by marriage, put the blam on your beat, blasphemy. No panhandling for peace, a nigga never thought I had to leave Nazareth to peak nationally. It's from the Adam and I speak masculine, obese the way I eat whatever siege passes me. And beats get shellacked so the streets ask for me. Had meets the conceit needs defragging. See, I cease to collab and no need asking me. A reset unique enough to remaster me. Streets so nasty when pen Latin preachers passionate brasher cause I clash for keeps. Revamping a rapture from Flagstaff to Greece. I'm chapter and treatments, seat accuracy. I pasture to master your craft answer sheet. Relax like the bag got beanbags for seats. Translucent roofing it. Words out the sky like Bluetooth when I'm boofing it. Wear my socks high like I used to hoop with Coop and shit. I done got by without rhyming by no stupid shit. Y'all can pop fly on this modernizing music shit. I can jot rhymes on Mach 5 with the hooligans. I done got size realizing who consumers is. I've been top 5 the last 9, I've been doing this. I'm a lot wiser than I was a couple years ago. Y'all done got signed intertwining with this foolishness. This is tutelage, microphone murder, feeling right at home. Slide the isotoners on a burner, go blam. Surviving on that hyperlona hurt you got fouls. Plus my FICO when the cipher is enticing out of town. Nigga, skill still appeal. Put your deal on the desk if you don't feel how I feel. I'm E-Y-K-E-S-T-R-R. Yeah. skills still slept on. Maybe I recollect wrong. Maybe me writing in retrospect and kept home at a standstill. Me and my Chevrolet wrong. The song of salvation to my larynx gone. Never bridging the resurrection was never set in stone. Plagiarist proof endeavors embedded this alone. The subject at hand is my predicates on song set president. I'm addressing the elements indulged in finesse. You less eloquent rhetoric is strong where I reside at. I see irrelevance condoned by the delegates. They regression, it's evident they own what I've been on. Fuck it, since the Samaritans I sold. I'ma represent for self. His detrimental tone that I'm taking. The front runner of presidential poll. No arrogance. Should've just got my Jerovisions on. The vulgarity. The only heir apparent to the throne. Can't one of the Serengeti in the Brome. Young and I'm eons beyond the box. Flow free on and still a ghost recon a cop. So phenomenal by design. We still pushing the envelope. No kiosk to vote. But most agree I am hope for the coast. Low key I'm consulting the triage you post. On me I'm the most slept on.
Stepped on, stepsons, father rap songs, writing my wrongs, writing the book of Psalms. This is the word to the Holy Quran, or whatever that's fun to you. I find it funny that you embracing the storm. Wake up, ring the alarm, or wake up with a bomb through you. It's Baghdad, kids with bad dads, cops with bad badges, big bullets, no my bads. When them guns shoot you, Mykestro, I might go out as the Mike Jordan, lacing my Jordans and yelling out ISO. Ike turning your idol, whip him and bruise him, stick poison inside his pipe hole. Sad that you knew him. We influenced the heart of thousands. That's 999,000, but who's counting? Thirsty for success and we drink from the youth fountain. Big head ain't trying to stay grounded like a delinquent in middle school clowning. Drowning MCs, they want life jackets. While we swim backwards, we yelling, nigga, please. Pay your respect and recognize the alphabet. You can't survive in a room full of G's. Coached by my uncle Lil Maine, I resemble him. They trying to steal the game and we killing all thieves. Make them draw blood, let them all bleed. Motherfucker die, put a ribbon in the sky till Stevie Wonder sing. King of all kings. Joker said New Jacks will get dealt with royal flush when I drop shit and say these things. Man, I lean on them cause half of these niggas Maybelline. All made up. I'm about to go dummy on a dummy. What? Treat them like some welter weights and stuff them in some trunks. Fucking with a giant. A Forrest Whitaker sparring with some Forrest Gumps. What you want? Huh?
DIY. With a dilemma trying to deal at the charts with incentive. See, I'm a definitive nigga for stars, no one similar. Illa, the way I deliver they harp, I be rhythm and riddling, sitting assembling sentiments. Diligence, then again, I did administer art and percentages. This is just another sentence to start, so consider this exhibition as a privileged part. And watch me metal lark, lemon my part, shit's riveting what I've written till a nigga depart by the dividend. Considering the withering the words, nothing reeling in the urge to revisit all the shit I've been hearing. Emerge through provisioning of nerve. We stern, this here is endearing and deserved. Nothing like y'all as far as era is concerned. You don't know about us, then you're earring to the curb. Sermons be piercing to your courage. For real, against all odds, I'm the fiercest with the term. The nonchalant nod when the iffiness occurs. Hella picky and it sweated out the prettiest of perms. I walk in the room, bitches, Vicky's get submerged. Shit that used to be clear, the vindictive me then blurred. And I ain't satisfied till the dense of me can splurge. At the embassy, my enemies can burn. I defer all amenities with hopes that my sins will be adjourned. Niggas ditto my abilities, the remedy concern. We have skills still appeal, let the chemistry converge. And the trilogies, the humility is in the urn. You ain't feeling me, the new humidity is here. I'm somewhere between being Kenny G and Murs. If shit don't blend like Hennessy and Kerns, I'll encourage infamy. You get an empty me in turn.
You need to relax. You need to relax.
It's a good old time. We was having a good old time there, man.
Come on, man. For first and foremost, DIYers, welcome in. Obviously, we are here joined by a special guest. Man, Mykestro, thank you so much for choosing to be here. First of all, how you doing today, sir?
Man, I am awesome, brother.
Yeah, we've been
awesome, bro. We've been having a good old time today. So
we've been catching up.
I'm in a good place, man. What's up, G?
Come on, man. Well, you know, I got you here because I want to discuss a few different things. But I want to start at man, when's the last time I saw you? I was trying to really think about this entire day. We were having, you know, conversation and chopping up about, you know, some times before. I was really trying to think about that, and more so than when the last time was.
The concert.
What concert?
It was outside. Remember, it was damn. Man, we got pictures from it.
What was that?
It was me, you, Absol, Name Brand. We in the same picture.
Huh?
In the shell in the pictures.
it wasn't the L.A. block party, was it?
Yeah.
L.A. block
It's
party.
outside.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was outside.
I
It
just
was
shared
on
a
like
clip.
that little street where you had to like do a little U-turn
Yes,
onto
sir.
it, then walk all the way down it.
Talib Kweli was there that day
Yeah,
too.
that's the last time I saw you.
That's crazy.
in
So that's
person.
2014.
That's a long time.
Man.
I'm sorry, man. Let me tell
No,
you.
you good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, we are in the presence of I'm just gonna go on the record
Don't
and
you
say
do
it.
it. Don't
I'm
you-
gonna
don't
say
you
it.
do it, man.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Do not, don't
I don't give a
you
damn
do
what.
that.
I ain't scared of none of y'all out here. This is somebody that I consider to be in the 0.5. Today it started at 1%. Then he told me some more information, and I said, this is somebody that is in the 0.5 of lyricists that I have ever met. This is somebody that I heard his music for the first time, and I said, oh, I don't know how to rap. Let's look at the camera for a second as I say it. I thought I was nice. I thought I was nice, and then you meet somebody who has the ability to this skill set that you've had. Like, I'm gonna go into this to all the other information. I got something that was here written and prepared, but this skill set that you have, I got to start at the multi-syllable game that you do as a lyricist. You are the only person that I know that you make it so effortless to have these multi-syllable rhyme schemes, and you stack them, and then you look the person on the camera dead in their face and say, that's just how I talk.
Yeah,
like this is normal. This ain't
that's how
nothing normal about what
dance,
you.
bro. Yeah.
For those who may not know, can you kind of give yourself an introduction that straight from the source? Who is Mykestro?
Oh man, for y'all that don't know me, man, I'm probably your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, and you just don't know it yet. And maybe you do know. I'm an MC man out of LA, born and raised. I do everything musically. I kind of I'm not so descriptive in what I bring to the table. I'm the people's champ, man. I'm a man for the people. You get out here and you hear these records, you hear what I'm made of. You get a lot of facets of me with music. He likes the boogeyman in particular.
That's what I'm calling. Here's what ChatGPT says. I love to start with this. This is my
shit.
favorite thing.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what that says.
I want you to be the one that corrects ChatGPT in case they off.
Did it sound from Long Beach like everybody else?
Let's see. Let's get to it. I'm curious. It says, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a true West Coast wordsmith in the building, an elite lyricist who's been holding it down for years, delivering razor-sharp bars and undeniable craftsmanship on the mic. If you know, you know. That's hilarious.
Well, all right. Sounds like ChatGPT got this shit all right.
I call her ChatGPTiana. That's my favorite name for her.
Okay.
Bust it
I
down,
won't argue none of
ChatGPTiana.
that. I won't argue any of that.
It said Mykestro is one of the most respected rappers to come out of the West, known for his intricate wordplay, unmatched flow, and deep storytelling that sets him apart in the game. Not only that, but hip-hop runs in his blood. He's the younger brother of legendary producer DJ Battlecat, whose signature sound helped shape West Coast hip-hop as we know it. From lacing tracks with the heavyweights to carving his own lane as a top-tier independent artist, Mykestro represents the essence of raw talent and longevity. We're going to chop it up today with this legend about his journey, the state of hip-hop, and much more. So without further ado, this is Mykestro. Did I get it right?
Oh, man, that sounds all right to me. You sure you didn't write that? That sounds like you wrote that, man.
I didn't.
That sounds awesome. I would rather let my work stand for itself. There it is. There's me, guys. For y'all that don't know me, that sounds pretty accurate of what I do musically from what they've heard.
And for further context, I wanted to pull this clip up first because we got so much more to talk about outside of this, but I'm sure many of you guys got context. Let me make sure I'm paying attention to all my moderators in the chat. Thank you so much for holding it down.
Yeah. What up, y'all? What's happening?
Greatly appreciate y'all for being, even the AI know. Yeah, the AI, like, we ain't got nothing for that. We can't tell you. If you want to learn how to rap like that, don't ask us.
That's funny. That's funny.
Shout out to my moderators. So I want to start off with this clip. Some of you have heard this name because you know the history, and you from the house, like Bad Luck or Good Luck said a few weeks ago.
My boy, Good Luck.
Man, shout out to him.
Good Luck's my dog.
But some of you may you may be going through a process of getting to know this West Coast hip hop culture, And Kendrick definitely shed a huge light on a few names specifically up here. And I want to refresh your memory in case you don't remember. Here it goes.
All the West Coast artists, man, early on. G Malone, Problem, Bad Luck, K-Boy, Daylight, Mykestro. These the cats that inspired me to be the MC I am today. Schoolboy, J-Rock.
These are the MCs that inspired me to be the MC that I am today. That is the MC that everybody's talking about, the artist that everybody's talking about.
Rightfully so.
And he, obviously has put his
Rightfully
work
so.
in. Where were you the first time that you got wind? Were you watching the Grammys at all?
No, I was not watching the Grammys. I was in the driveway wrapping up a shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was trying to wrap that up. We were just packing up the rest of the lighting equipment, and trying to get out the door because I was running. It was already a little over time. I had a show in an hour.
Oh, so you was at work. You was
Yeah.
work. You was at shit. You was doing what you do.
Yeah, I was cutting and then trying to break that down to go run in the house and change, grab my show shit, and get on the freeway. 'Cause, I'm an hour and some change away from everything.
Right.
So I was gone. I was on the road, but while we was packing up, my phone was going crazy. I was sitting over on the thing. I was like, okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get ready. And then I grabbed it, and I saw all the missed calls on the phone.
Yeah.
And then I looked to text messages, and I saw a whole bunch of text messages. And I was like, oh, damn. I saw one of the first one. I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. So I didn't get a chance to, like, dive into it because I was hurrying up.
Yeah.
I was trying to hurry. I was in a hurry. And then a homie, Calmatic, called me.
Shout out to Calmatic, man.
Yeah, Calmatic called me. He was like, yeah, nigga. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Right.
So that was actually, like I walked over and like picked up the phone. He called, I was like, yeah, nigga. Yeah. He was pumped. He was pumped for me, bro. And I was like, I was like, I have no idea what you talking about. He was like, nigga, you ain't watching the Grammys? I was like, nah, nigga, I'm filming, nigga.
I'm doing what I'm known to do.
You know that shit you do every day, nigga? Like, you big time, nigga. I'm filming, nigga.
Yeah, he's
like,
out of here, bro.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Calmatic, man. That nigga done took it some places, bro.
I was at the shoot he did for Kendrick in Absol, the Turn Me Up song.
Oh, way back then.
Bro, I went to sleep in the studio that night at TDE studio, and I woke up and I was getting ready to go back to Rancho, and Saul was like, "You want to be in the video today?" I said, "I guess I'm not going back home to Rancho today."
Today's the day.
Man, can you talk a little bit about that relationship with Kendrick? Was it something that was a surprise when you heard it, or was it something that, you already kind of had an understanding? Like, did he kind of let you know that you was such an influence to him?
Yeah, he's always told me that. Yeah. Surprise on the platform or where he chose to say that at.
Biggest stage, yeah.
That was crazy. So, but no, the action itself, the gesture itself, and the words, no, not at all. Not a surprise to me one bit.
Yeah.
Because we've had such a high regard for each other from the start.
Right.
All the way up, coming up. He was shouting me out in songs way before any of y'all knew his name.
For sure.
We was on stage together before any of y'all knew his name. We had a bunch of records before y'all knew anything about me. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that already. So, he's always giving me mine. I'll just say that. Yeah.
Man, I remember being a younger artist out here maneuvering through these streets and hearing the name Mykestro, and I was like, why y'all look so nervous when you bring that name
Oh, come
up?
on, man.
I was like, why y'all stop shaking, my boy? Like, what's this all about?
You gonna keep this thing going today?
Look, we're here to give you a roses. I don't care what nobody got to say.
I know
Look,
what you're talking about.
straight up, there were people, I remember, like, you would bring that name up, and it's like, first you get the head shaking. It's just like, man, like, unreal, because you don't see a skill set like yours, and you're able to take that skill set to so many different styles. So when I seen the shout out from Kendrick, just to kind of, wrap that up.
Yeah.
When I saw the shout out, it didn't confuse me, because I'm like,
Right.
people have been saying that for years.
Right.
Right. I mean, even beyond, obviously, your relation to DJ Battlecat, you have always been somebody that, when I was introduced to you, that wasn't my first introduction. Nobody told me that first. I had to find that out after I saw you perform live, after I started hearing music. And to me, that's just something to where, like, every place you showed up to bar out. and set the precedent. So last question I got for that. What did you see early on in your interactions with Kendrick? Was it something that you kind of knew
The very
he was
first
destined?
time. The very first time. Well, let me finish that question. You said, was he destined to be like who he is?
Right.
I mean, I don't think any of us see, getting to the moon that fast.
Right,
but,
right.
It's just not a thing you just always see. But you know when a nigga got the juice.
No, they don't know because we in 2025. I wish it was a conversation between you and I. But for those who don't know, how do you identify that as somebody who is operating at a high elite level, somebody who works on this, and you're a student of this? What are some of those attributes that you look at and you say they got it?
Oh man, that starts with so much for me because I'm a really hard critic of the in and out.
Right.
But to answer your first question with Dot, he shouted me out in the song, and I didn't even know he knew my name.
Really?
In a second, I found that out. I pushed a button. Ask him, "What's up, my nigga? Y'all want to do something?"
Right.
Ask him. That's just how I was like, "Oh, y'all know me?
Yeah.
I see y'all everywhere. Y'all
Right.
do. But you know me? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up." Same with Bad Luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Sorry, good luck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I
Lucky
did the
with the
same
cam,
thing.
bro.
At least 4 or 5 times. I was like, I got through the whole interview without doing it, and then I
I
finally
did it. I said I wasn't gonna do that too. I'm sorry, good luck, bro. Started shouting me out in forums.
Yeah. In forums.
West Coast Riders rap forums.
Kendrick was in the forums?
Good luck.
Oh, Good Luck was in the forums. Yeah. Oh, is that back in the pit days?
Yeah. Prior to that.
Prior to that, okay.
Our first introduction was him showing me love. He made a whole post. I hit him up. What's up, nigga? Let's do something.
Yeah.
We never stopped doing something. That's the same thing with K-Dot.
Wow.
Yeah, so he shouted me out in the song. I had heard of him already. I already knew they had the goods over there on that mic.
Yeah.
It was just somebody need a shot.
Yeah. And you stepped up and you made sure to make that a priority. I tell you this, my perspective, especially as a young artist, because we had a conversation about like, man, I hope y'all know y'all could reach out to me.
Oh, right.
But when we seen you, I'm telling you, it was like seeing somebody you heard more about before you actually seen him, and it's like here. And then we meet you, you got a very serious demeanor. You just, I'm here to do my job. And there's been many a times that I'm like, man, I don't mind that Mykestro about to kill me on this song. I just want him on this song.
That's funny, man.
I know it's about to happen, but I don't care. I want this to happen. But I've know there's artists that are genuinely hesitant about bringing you on records because they knew that was a possibility.
So
I'm
saying like that's somebody insecurity, bro. What you want me to do about that?
Want
My
me to
nigga,
stop
did you see them records you playing with K-Dot and me? K-Dot rap as long as the fuck he wanted to.
Right.
Absol, long as they wanted to. Everybody that's done feature with me ain't never been like, hey, my nigga, just give me 16. I'd be like, hey, my nigga, go ahead till you feel like you said enough.
I like that. Let me drop the bomb on that one. I like that.
That's when we did Set President.
Yeah.
And we talked about the second portion of it because I was going to try to do it with Black Hippie at first. That's when they was first jumping. Because I told you I had the verse sitting on the beat.
Yeah.
So when he returned fire like that, I was like, oh. I said, well, we talked about the Black Hippie thing, and then we didn't really go in a direction with that. I was like, I'll call you in a couple of hours.
Right.
And so then the second verse is the verse I actually wrote for the song. That's why it sounded like it sound.
See, and I promise you, at some point we're gonna go deeper into that creative process because there's a lot of independent artists, a lot of DIYers, obviously, that are here.
DIY.
So it was designed after that to springboard him a second time.
What do you mean?
So he come back for another verse. So and then first, I don't know how long the verses are. They probably longer than 24 bars.
Right.
I have no idea. We could 6-minute crash out.
Sheesh.
It's 6 minutes. You didn't realize we rapping that long.
No, I saw it up here as we were talking. I'm like, wait a minute,
time.
we over here 5:20.
And that's Battlecat on the beat. Shout out to DJ Battlecat on the beat.
Man, yeah, talk about that, bro. Like I try to look at producers from the perspective of coming up, and I'm knowing around my own functions. I'm knowing around my own family in different parts of LA, and you hear the name DJ Battlecat. We have only one perspective, and it's just the most legendary of songs. It's literally the soundtrack and the post to a lot of sounds that are out here still today that exist. You could hear it in a lot of people's sounds.
Right.
What is your POV coming up as that's first of all, that's my brother.
Right.
What's kind of your POV coming up in that like, how are you seeing all of this play out? Because I know it's very different from us.
What you mean? And what
In terms of like how were you able to see a perspective of how can I put this? So from the outside, we always see is the songs that we see as an end result, right?
Right.
How are you kind of making the connection between like, that's my brother, but then also to having the appreciation for the contributions that he has out here?
Yeah. I've clearly seen all of the facets. I've seen all of the brother stuff.
Right.
And tons of the music shit from way before We Can Freak It to now.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that you meeting coming up. That's it's regular to you, but if any of us see some of these folks, it's like,
no, that's it's not regular. That shit never gets old, no matter like how up here I seem to get a little bit. That part of it don't really get old, even though I'm like friends with a ton of these people now. We peers, or I won't say peers, a lot of them older than me.
Right.
But we all in the same line of business. And I got a lot of relationships with tons of people that I've met through over the years through that. So yeah, it's been more than a blessing to get to be on all of the sides of that.
Right.
But man, he's a bad motherfucker.
Man, to this day, because I was in a live stream hearing stuff like, are you kidding me?
Hey, listen here, Jack. Let me tell you something, dog. Like, you guys only hear the records people have paid for. Can't help what people select for their projects and their albums. That's that artist itself.
Yeah.
But I will say, I'll take any of the fades, anybody, me and my brother, against any rapper, any producer, anywhere,
right,
anytime. It ain't nothing we can't do, bro.
Yeah.
Cat is crazy good in the room with anything, any style, any music, any of that shit, bro. I've seen it. I've been in the room with a gang of the big wigs.
Yeah, so I guess that's more of a question.
That nigga's the real boogeyman.
He's the real boogeyman.
He's the boogeyman.
This is more so that this is kind of carving out the question that I had because I wanted to keep it general in case I was missing anything. But I guess that's more of a question I guess I would have for him. But at what point did you show an interest in music, and at what point did you approach him about that interest in music, or did you?
I had interest in music as a kid, during the. I would probably say the first time I started to start rapping was a crisscross time. So yeah, crisscross, another bad creation, airbrush clothes, backwards clothes. I did all that.
Sega
I had
CD.
both.
I was that era there, yeah.
Yeah, I had both. I wore my pants backwards. I had the airbrush overalls. I had the Gumby flat tops, fades. I had all that shit.
Yeah.
House dancing, all that shit was cool to do then. But yeah, I started writing raps then.
Right.
I started taking rap probably more serious in like high school.
Who were the people that you were looking at as, when you're first starting to write, you kind of have an idea of who your favorites are, but sometimes your favorites are different from those you might study. So for coming up, who were like kind of in that list of people that you were like, yo, one day I'm trying to outdo this, or even I'm trying to be as good as this, or whatever the case may be.
I didn't really have that wasn't really my take on the people. I just liked what they did. I never really measured my skill set against theirs from anybody ever that I started making music with till I got to this stage to be like, yo, am I good as this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Now, at, you know, now
Yeah.
I want to hear, like, yeah, am I really good as Hove?
Mm.
I don't think so yet.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But, you know, yeah, like those questions is
Yeah.
shit I ask myself. But coming up, I didn't use anybody as a measuring
As a
stick
measuring
of how
stick.
good I was or not. But I was inspired by a lot of music.
Who was, because that's what I'm trying to figure out too, is that when I listen to your music, I hear so many different styles that are that to the point where it does become yours. It's your signature sound
Right.
that it's hard for me to pinpoint. But then when you started naming some of the influences, which I want you to definitely share with them, like who are some of the influences that inspire a pen like this?
Corrupt first.
Corrupt first. Why Corrupt first?
Yeah, bro used to be on the wake up shows, and he could just endless rap, and it was the most incredible thing. I was like 12, 13, somewhere in that realm, probably a little younger than that.
Yeah.
Maybe even, man. We was rushing and putting fucking tissue in the top of the tapes and putting tape over the top of the tape so we could dub over some shit and tape him rapping on the wake up show at night.
Oh, wow.
You can't stream with no
Wait,
recording.
tissue on top of the tapes.
Tape decks.
Oh, for the tape deck.
Yeah, we was recording it. We tried to record it. That shit used to come on like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We be at the house, we or my cousin's house.
Yeah.
We go over there and pop the fucking tape in, find an old tape we was gonna tape over. We didn't have a blank tape. You know, we wasn't setting up like, hey,
Right.
go buy a blank. Nigga, give me a tape. Nigga,
Tape. We gonna have to figure
nigga,
this
give
out.
me a tape. Give me a tape. We find tape, man, and it was that serious to be able to go listen to him rap again.
Yeah.
And again, that was like the height of the Dog Pound time, like 93, 94, above the rim. He just had this elite bag of skills that was crazy.
What was it about him specific, like technically speaking? Because we about to get into the weeds of that. What was it technically speaking with Corrupt that did it for you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was just that it.
It
That was
like
it.
whatever it was, like
Right.
I don't know if I need any of this in my arsenal, but it's gonna influence me at some point. I know at some point in time, but yeah, just always a fan of it. I can't necessarily tell you.
Yeah.
Because there's so many facets of him that I'm a fan of rap-wise.
Right.
And then, like everybody else, we don't like the tone down.
Right.
Corrupt. You want the nigga you want to hear.
Factmatical. Yeah,
I don't know. See, I'm not. I don't need the mystical, magical, mathematical.
You don't need that? You don't have
Nah. I know all them rap stuff.
I love it. I love it though. I love it when you get in that pocket.
That's my dog.
Because it's still so West Coast. It's still so West Coast. Like, and I think that's the thing that I'm very excited about where things are heading right now with the West Coast. I'm very excited, and I think so much of that has to do with, really what we saw on display. Not doubling back, but what we saw on display with the Kendrick and Drake situation.
Right.
And I mean, just talking, rapper to rapper, I'm very curious about your POV as you watch some of this stuff play out. I don't know about you, but when I seen this Kendrick versus this light skinned nigga, I said, I don't think he know what he in for. You doing something that's going. I don't know if you want to. Okay, it's, you got it. You got it. And then the way this thing played out was absolutely ridiculous. But it put the type of skill set that we're starting to kind of dice up and talk about right now. It put those skill sets on full display. So it's got me excited about where things are going. What was your POV as a lyricist on how that played out?
I love watching him bleed.
Not you look at me in the face and say, I
Every
just love watching
fucking step of the way. I called it before it happened.
What you mean? So you called
Aubrey,
it? What
got
you
your
call?
fucking ass kicked.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell
Oh man.
Yeah,
This is not
that
a
nigga
safe
been barking.
OVO.
Look, he been barking a lot of shit for a long time. Mm-hmm. So all these people in the streams or the people that's really into that world, if y'all really know the rapper shit, maybe some of it be going over y'all head, the regular everyday listener. But technically, for a nigga that know, Aubrey been talking shit for a long motherfucking time.
Yeah.
He had that ass whooping coming. He picked the wrong nigga.
And the way that he went about it was such an such a sloppy way, because even we were talking about it like with Family Matters. When you got somebody like this that has identified themselves as your only opponent, the strategy to go, I'm gonna talk about you and talk about you. What was sort of your viewpoint as you started to see that? Because that's when we started getting some of these records that just, you know, like one of the most menacing records to me, still even beyond Not Like Us, is Meet the Grams.
Oh,
but
that's a real piece of work there.
Can you share with me something that you told me that you know, what happened around that time, that Family Matters time? You had a conversation, right?
Yeah, man, dude. The thing with them, he had no good records. Like when you came in harmonizing, you cooked, nigga.
That's your bag.
He started off the very first record singing. I was like, bro, done. He didn't even compete. You gotta even compete.
Why do you think that is? This is the moment. Why do you think that happens? You think it's a part of him that knew that this wasn't gonna be a good situation? No,
that nigga thought that was gonna work.
Oh boy,
that's what he been doing all this fucking time.
Yo, boy, you right. You right.
Yeah. Underestimated by why I couldn't understand why. Bro got all the bodies of work that say I'm gonna bust your ass if you try it. He's been on several big stages that said, I'll bust your ass again if you say anything else.
Right.
Fucking BET, right, live on fucking TV. And bro tuck his tail. So
that was the time to show and prove.
Drake been barking #1 for a long time, and you know he been doing this thing for a long time. Every dog has his day.
Every dog has his day. Golly, what was you know? And I'm very curious about this because you know there's different generations of rap that may look at certain things a little bit different. What was kind of your take on Cole, kind of backing out with the apology and kind of going the way he went to?
Listen. I'm gonna tell you what I told K-Dot.
What'd you tell him?
All that apologizing shit. Like, listen, as an artist, as an MC, bro, there's a process that goes into recording the song. Okay, you know this.
Yeah,
you know this. So you understand the language. So you record the song. First of all, you write. He writes. I don't know if he writes. He write off his head, whatever.
Right.
But when the vocals hit the mic and they hit that wave, you got a chance to play back. While you thinking about that shit, you got a chance to say, man, I don't really feel like that. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't say that.
Right.
If I was about to say some absurd shit because it rhymed, I was like, nah, like
I've had those times where I run about a homie like, damn, this is some crazy shit.
Yeah,
I ain't finna say that though.
You better than me. It ain't gonna even get to the homie. I'm gonna start laughing to myself and I'm gonna just push past it.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't gonna get that far.
I wrote it, but it's not gonna be said.
Yeah. So all of these things that go into rapping, the recording, now you've twisted your own arm to say all this shit you don't want to say in real time, record it.
Yep.
You just stopped halfway through and was like, man, fuck this shit, I'm deleting this shit. You ain't back out no way through all the opportunities you had to change your mind.
Right. After you got your
even
shit off,
if you said it, even if you got it off your chest and you needed to say it for a therapeutic purpose because you just feel, but why would you need to say it if you don't feel no way to begin with?
I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard it, it felt half-hearted. It felt like my theory. This is only my theory. I felt like someone like a Drake might have put him up to it or might have encouraged such a situation. Like, you know, hey man, you know, like, you know,
man, fuck that.
He was like, you think I should? But like, then that's the homie. You think that was how my brain played into it. Like,
man, my nigga, you got at this stage, not him, not nobody as good as him. At
you
that
send me
stage,
on no crash dummy mission like that,
bro. Like, no, so all back to
right.
to that shit. Like, you dial up the whole kit and caboodle. You record it.
Yeah.
You listen back a whole bunch of times.
Right.
To yourself. Then you sent it to all your partners.
Yeah, because you know they had to approve that. Like, you see what I got coming out.
I got this, nigga.
I got this one in the chamber. Yeah.
Oh, I know y'all just ain't gonna let that nigga. Yeah. Okay. That was that attitude.
Yeah. And then it played out the way.
And then you went forward to release it. Mm-hmm. So how long does it take you, Curtis King, to put a song to press right now? If you was like, yo, I just want to throw a song out there, it's at least 3
24,
steps.
48 hours until it gets out there. But it's for sure a few steps in terms of if you distributing yourself, you know, it's got to go through your channels, your proper channels. You got to go through, somebody got to make a clean edit version. Somebody got to make an explicit version.
Well, this big bag. So he got a big
funnel in the
bag. So all
system,
that's in
yeah.
place already. Yeah. All they got to do is push the button, but you still got to call the powers that be, say, yeah, go ahead and fire this off and make sure this get on all these outlets by this time.
I see what you're saying.
Like, yeah, that's dialed up.
There's a lot of decision making that has to go into before you've actually gone
What
there.
the fuck you mean you sorry? You fucking punk. I ain't rolling with that shit, man. Fuck all that. You can't take it back. Now you went too far.
Yeah.
You went too far. Not what you said, the process. I know what it took to get to that place you got to.
Yeah.
I know what it takes to get there.
This is
You
why I
can't
asked
turn
that
back
question.
from there.
You can't
There's
turn
no
back.
I meant it.
Yeah. See, and
it was whack. Yeah. And it was whack.
Yeah. Because you said things like, you know, he took an angle of the project ain't really, Kendrick's projects ain't no classics. And it's like, you can't say that to the person that wins the Pulitzer. You can say that to somebody else that got some mediocre stuff. And
It's like, where you going to go? You going to reach. You don't have no legitimate problem with a nigga, you going to be digging.
Right.
It's like, well, that's like that same approach when niggas be like, oh, you want to get popular, like start a beef or start dissing a nigga. Like,
you ever had anybody ever do that to you?
Yeah, a nigga jump out the window.
No, I'm not saying dish. I mean,
I had a nigga do that and jump out the window.
Really?
Oh yeah, he paid for it too though.
He. Wait. Without even having a name, how the hell does that play out? When somebody comes to you and says, "I want to have like a fake beef." Like,
I never had that.
Never had that. Okay.
I never had that.
That's a new thing.
I had a
That's
nigga just diss
thing.
me.
Just diss you.
Yeah, just okay.
What was it good?
No. That was the thing. I be wanting it to be good.
Yeah.
Like, damn, nigga, I want to fight. You gonna pick on me like, nigga, like, say something, nigga. Like, this is it? I was like, come on, my nigga. I told nigga, bro, you got a few hours. I'll be off work in a little while. You got a little
you still
time
gave
to
it to
get
him.
home. I'm gonna
Even
kick
though
your ass when I get home.
I'm gonna
though.
kick your ass when I get home. Yeah. I got look. This is where I got to talk to you, and I got to get that advice. I got about 7 or 8 songs out there about me right now. All of them is terrible. They can't rap on.
Wait. Say that again.
I got 7 or 8 diss songs out here right now
about you,
about me.
Why?
They all bad.
What's niggas dissing you for?
Because
your point of view on some of this stuff.
Some of this, but then also too, we do a series called Critique My Beats where I give my feedback. They didn't come up in the studios. Like, shout out to my guy Epic the Don. He always talks about, like, when he was in the studio with Bad Luck and THX, they'd tell him, like, nigga, them drums is ass.
Yeah.
Your ass. Get better. And they'll talk bad about you till you get better. So I get people who are not used to that. I came up like that.
Oh, so you do too brash for the
the
sensitivity.
And the thing is, I'm the PG-13 version. I'm like, you think I'm bad. You think the niggas I came up under was like, so I be talking to him and I'm like, I don't believe you.
That's both times I got dissed was because of something like that.
Really?
Yeah, the first time somebody wanted me to rap over his beats, I didn't like his beats, so he took to the mic. The other time was I had a video up and it was some of the homies was in the comments talking, and it was one of those I could do it better guys. Mm-hmm. And so he just kept posting his videos in my comments. So I said, hold on, guys, we want some attention. Let me go repost this video. I posted a video on my big thing, and I shouted him out. I said, hey, guys, y'all know, go over here, check him out, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, guys.
He's in his post. Yeah, he was in my post going hard, so I gave him the attention he wanted.
Right.
And then after that, he asked me, well, he went in the comments. I was like, yeah, man. So, like, yeah, you know what you think, blah, 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 blah. I was like, man, now you need to practice, my nigga.
He did a diss song and asked you what you think.
No, I posted his song up. He started spamming my comments with his song first. This before the diss happened.
I said, that's diabolical to post his diss and then he asked you what you think.
No, I did that after. Oh, yeah, I posted this diss after he dissed me. Yeah. But I had already mopped the floor with him. We made funeral eulogies and all kind of shit. Yeah. We had already mopped the floor with him.
So how did, okay, in that situation like that, right? And I'm sure that obviously, you know, life takes us different places, but in a situation like that, are you ever thinking like, is this worth my time if they're not equally yoked? Like if we're not in the same kind of like class, how am I even going, or is it just like, if you don't want to step up, I gotta make an example of you.
Nah, I was a little younger then.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
But,
with different perspective, of course,
yeah.
right?
You try me, I'm gonna bust your ass.
Yeah. See, I would say.
If you disrespecting me, yeah,
So
I'm gonna let you know what time it is.
See this.
But if you just talking, you just rapping and shit,
like
and you
the
just
voice on my
rapping,
shoulder.
you just rapping,
Yeah.
just make sure it's good.
It's not though. That's what I'm saying. Them 7 songs,
Yeah.
they can't even stay on beat. And I feel like if I do what I'm supposed to do,
Them niggas, you gotta ignore them.
that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah,
now, and this is the thing that my wife is always, she like, you got to understand, like, and she like, I'm not even into rap politics, but I see what that look like from the outside. You got a platform now.
Right,
And even if it's the worst, you just gave an opportunity.
right.
For that to be platform.
especially in your shoes, niggas dissing you ain't even making rap records. So then you already know what that's about. So you already know that's something personal.
Yeah.
And it's probably because you don't like somebody's music or something, and
That's
everybody's
crazy.
being there. It's hard to cater to that emotion with people.
Mm-hmm.
I won't just say men, but predominantly in our business is
Yeah.
men, and they're gonna, hey man, listen to my beats. It's like I'll just won't tell you your beats are trash.
Right.
I'm
wouldn't
not
even
here to
give it an
crush
op-
nobody's thing.
Yeah.
Like you trying to do what you do, and that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why you would think to reach out to me in the capacity, like I look at it like not on it from an arrogant side of things.
Right.
From go listen to everything I've done.
Mm-hmm.
Go listen to the last 3 things I've done.
Your catalog
Can
is
you compete with that?
ridiculous. Yeah.
Before, like, be honest with yourself though.
Right.
As the producer, like, can you compete with what I have?
Mm-hmm.
Can you outdo what I have?
Because why would I want to go backwards?
But why, like anybody.
Right. You wouldn't want to go back.
Bro.
I'm not out here doing
why
charity.
people think of that shit? Yeah, like my
Yeah.
nigga, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not him out here. Like I'm not just gonna be rapping on your beats, my
Right.
nigga. Like no,
Yeah. Man, talk to me about some of those earlier years, because I want to contrast this with how things have kind of panned out to where they are now in
I know
terms
I'm
of.
hella bouncing through the questions.
No,
fast,
you
too.
good, you
no, I'm
good.
talking about me. Let me know if I'm if I'm sliding through the question
You
without
my
answering
guest.
it all.
You my guest.
So we could double back on any of
Yeah.
that shit you ask at any time. I'm cool with it.
Don't ever give me the opportunity to talk. They didn't know I could talk on this channel. So
Oh, look,
this is all
please.
about you
How
today.
the what they talking about in the comments?
They just reacting to it. They laughing at the cold commentary for sure, because they sitting up here like,
Yeah,
ain't no way.
yeah, it is. That's real shit. Let me double back on that for y'all for all y'all Kendrick that's my nigga, dog. For all the Kendrick lovers, I told K-Dot, bro. I called him. I talked to him the morning. Family, what's up, family?
What's up?
Hey,
Papa.
come on. Oh yeah, let's go, baby. Nice to meet you too.
Nice to
man.
meet you. Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
baby.
All in the camera.
Oh
all in the
yeah,
videos,
oh
all in the videos.
yeah. Young Nas, shout out to the homie Nas.
Shout out to Nas.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
I hit him the morning I heard the J. Cole shit. I had to.
You hit Kendrick.
I had to.
Yeah.
Bro be all over the world. He could be anywhere. I have no
Any
idea if
time
he gonna
zone.
get this. I don't know where he is. I don't know when he's gonna reply. If
Right.
he's gonna reply at all.
Yeah.
It don't matter, but I'm about to do what I'm about to do.
Right.
And I just hit him with the audio text. I was just going crazy on the mic. I was rapping his songs, though.
Yeah.
Where he was fucking.
Oh, you was
them up.
reciting back his lyrics to
Right,
him?
reciting his own shit every time, though. I'm
Oh,
a super
man.
fan, bro.
Right.
Like, for y'all that don't know that about me, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like, ask Corrupt, ask Trey D, ask the homie Columbo Black.
Yeah.
I call them and rap their raps. Or Exhibit.
Yeah.
I call niggas and rap their own raps to them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a regular thing. But this one in particular,
Yeah.
I dialed back one of the old disses where he was fucking them niggas up. It triggered him.
Right,
He
right.
just called me.
He just hit you?
It's like, yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? I'm like, nigga. Said, man, you don't fuck these 2 light-skinned niggas up, bro. Fuck these niggas up, dog.
Please do it. Please do it.
What? Yeah.
Because so much has changed in the game, man. It got to a point where I think the same thing happened in basketball and NBA, where even though the game is built around competition, people stop becoming as competitive because these are their friends, right? People is kind of playing the different. Even the All-Star game is a good indication of it. You know, we out here, we're making a lot of money. We don't want to get injured. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, do we hoop? Are we hoopers?
Yeah,
and
they fucked everything up with that. The Pro Bowl was fucked up.
But I feel like that also got into to rap too, into hip hop. Well, at least mainstream rap, I should say, where you just got two buddy.
This, I'm selfish and fuck y'all niggas. He always said that.
Talking about Kendrick. Yeah, from day one.
Yeah, he ain't never said, hey, my niggas kumbaya.
Yeah.
He been saying, hey, this what time it is, but that's where we cut from, my nigga.
Pretty Mimi said, what is in that water over there in California?
You like that? You like that shit over here, Mimi? It's crazy. We sponsored by Perfect Hydration, pH, Alkaline Water. Shout out to Curtis King.
Not yet.
They gonna run us a bag after this. We'll take it. I need a case.
Yeah.
Perfect Hydration. We need a case.
I feel proud to say that I'm the first one that, you know, offered you water inside of a can. That's
brought
crazy.
me some water in a can. I was like, okay.
He was like, you sure this is just water?
No, I read it. I know what it was. I was just like, it's water. It shouldn't taste any different, but you know, some shit range from bottle to can.
Jason C said TDE early in 2012 was trying to kill each other, let alone everyone else. But that was a time period too, like 2012, 2010.
When was that going on?
He's talking about in a competitive way, to where they get on records with each other as Black Hippie. Nobody want to have a worse verse on that. J-Rock is getting in a different pocket. Q's getting a different pocket, right?
They all do something different.
So with that said, I feel like that time period, especially when I think about here on the West Coast, that was a different, interesting time during the blog year, where there was a lot of rappers out here that were like really trying to rap. Yeah. And I feel like the game got to a point where, like I said, people got buddy. The emphasis became quantity over quality, and so much shifted. But seeing all of this competitive energy over the last year, I think it's leading to a lot of people getting the opportunity to get platformed in a different way. Like I'm thinking about Daylight going on the crazy runs that he's been going on. I think about even like the you know, Solo and the things that he's doing. So it's good to see it get to that point. At that stage of 2012, 2011, 2010, what was driving you at that point in time? Because I want to contrast that to what's driving you today.
Me.
You, in what capacity?
Trying to make it happen for my family, myself. That's it.
Well, okay, to play devil's advocate, because I feel that 1,000%. To play devil's advocate, there's a lot of people who will be like, well, then if that's what you wanted to do, then why spend so much time rapping as good as you did? Why not do what a lot of these other artists did, which was stop rapping and pull out the auto-tune or pull out da-da-da-da and
I gotta do that for it.
Yeah, that was what I said.
I'm just saying this still so mine is probably the scenic route. But do you see the niggas that's at the top of the scenic route?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Want to go through some scenic route, guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
K-Dot took the scenic route.
Sure did.
I don't even have to go into name by name. The fact that the people you see versus the people you don't see is money. That's it. Somebody decide to spend on this or spend on that. That's it. It's a gang of niggas that's dope.
Yeah.
Tons of them, and tons of guys out here, especially in LA.
Yeah.
These niggas all over. But, you know what cracks out here. The gangbanging shit is where it's at from here.
True.
Let's just be honest about what that is. And we ain't had too many people away from the tree branch making way through the roof. You got some niggas on top of the roof with a pool though, like Dom.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody ain't go below through the fucking sky, but you got some niggas that's doing really good for themselves in career-wise, life, and all of that without having to do the gangbanging shit. But don't think like Dom ain't a street nigga. at all.
Right.
Like that's the thing. Like everybody be like wanting to be impressed by the output of it, but like that's the homie. I know we went to high school together too.
You went to high school with Dom? Yeah.
Super
Hey,
solid.
what
nigga,
high school
bro.
we talking about? Because that's the second story I heard where you like, I went to school.
We went to school. Me and Dom and Terrence went through Santa Monica High.
Santa Monica High.
Yo, I went to Dorsey for a year, and then I went the rest of my years out there.
Is that around the time that you got the stage name that you have today? Like, what is the origin of that name of Mykestro?
My cousin. I used to they used to bust through the chirp and shit. Ask me to rap all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe another state.
Right. Okay.
No
Through
warning.
to the chirp. Yeah.
No warning. Not the alert first. They go boo boo. Somebody trying to chirp you. They just boo.
Yeah.
Let me hear something.
And you,
had to go.
whatever you doing, you just dropped it.
Yeah, they was
You
ready.
just go.
They wanted to see what I was made of at all times. I used to have pages of raps written, memorized. I was ready to go.
Right.
Sometimes I used to have to just freestyle for as long as I could. Yeah, it just is what it was.
I can't imagine
So
that
one
when
of those bleeps was like,
Yeah.
kick it, Mykestro.
That's crazy. No matter where you
Cut that shit.
you like
I was like, yeah, Mykestro. That's
bagging
it.
up groceries, like, oh, all right, we gotta do what we gotta do. Come on, give me.
Yeah, I be telling niggas, nigga, I'm doing something, but the nigga be at the house, he laid up. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the
Them niggas
morning.
don't give a fuck. Yeah, shout out to the homies, man. My nigga Double O.
So how did that name come up? So you chirp and he
Nigga
just
chirped through and said, kick it, Mykestro.
he just called it. Oh, he just
Yeah.
said that. Oh, okay, you
And
just
I
took
was
it as
like,
your
I
name.
put my name on there. And I
Yeah.
put Mike, my name.
So
Like, Mykestro.
we always got the audience. Your name is too, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we always got the origin story of that, and then I feel like there's always another story where you kind of redefine it because you start to actually develop a career. You start to actually have a signature sound in what you're doing. What does that name kind of become to you today? Does it still stay connected to that story, or do you kind of see it from a different vantage point now with the catalog you got?
No, I mean, the name is a name. But so many people get it wrong. I wish I could change it.
In what way?
They fucking spell it wrong every time. Every time. It's the most annoying shit ever. They always leave out the E.
They always leave off my S. So,
Or an extra S.
they're welcome to my life. Yeah.
But you have an extra S. I have an E that belongs.
I don't got an extra S. First of all,
I knew that was going to
First of
trigger
all,
you. Here we go. You like Aaron with the extra A.
Even Prince over here irritated.
Look, this nigga like,
He like,
who's this nigga
he like,
again?
it's Curtis with 2 S's. No, look. Curtis Middle School in Carson was after Glenn Hammond Curtis, a pilot. That's what it was named after.
Okay.
That's where I get the part of my name.
Okay.
My boy that I started a group, Curtis King used to be a group. He was a producer who went to King Drew Medical Center.
Okay. Word.
And so it was like Curtis King. We went to Curtis together. One day he just said, I'm done making music. And I was like, I just got it tattooed. I was like, it's better mean something.
Nigga gonna roll with it.
I was like, I got to figure this out.
Curtis King it is.
So I was like, well, no, I got to figure a story out then. So then I thought to myself, I said, okay, Curtis King. Who was I when I was at Curtis Middle School? I was not somebody that would do what I'm doing today. I was very like shy, quiet to myself.
Yeah.
And those were like built from insecurity. So I said, when I conquered those insecurities, I became Curtis King. So
Word.
it's something that no matter what, like my name is forever connected to Carson, California, my upbringing there and all of that. So
That's
yeah,
dope,
but,
my nigga. I'm not that deep.
yeah, you said I don't buy it. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy it. I don't buy
I'm
it.
not that deep,
I
my
don't buy
nigga.
it.
I just rap really good.
You ain't fooling me. Nope.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Yeah, my nigga, my shit don't have no sentimental value, my nigga. We could scrap this shit and call me something else. I got some tattoos, but then y'all get that shit off. I'll get it covered with something else.
Look, I always remember I always remember the spelling of your name simply by just doing the phonetic. I just said Mykestro in my head. I said Mykestro.
Right.
Okay, there it is. And it's Mike embedded inside of the name.
Well, how is it that why is it that when people read that you hyphenate it as if there's a gap?
I just came to the conclusion
Like,
that
look, if the I was a Y,
Yeah.
how would you say it?
Mykestro.
It's just one fucking letter.
It's the same letter.
It's an I and a Y with the same fucking sound.
They call
right?
like what they say Mia.
No, Mykestro.
Mykestro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. How would you say that? How would you say that if the Y was a fucking I? You would say it the same way.
the coldest part is my coldest part is my government name is Dewan.
Right.
D'_WAN, right? I ain't get no jobs because they thought I was, they didn't know who I was. They was like, nah, he gonna be issues. Dewan with _W, right? And they can't pronounce that one either.
Yeah.
My government name, and then I was able to choose my own rapper name. They still can't pronounce that one right. They still put the wrong S. They say Dejan or D1 because they see the apostrophe, and I'm like, no, that's just Dewan. That's
but that's them spelling your name wrong or saying it wrong.
both.
I know Curtis King. I know it got 2 S's because I know you. So I've always seen it written.
I've seen somebody butcher that. Curtis.
Curtis.
Why you gotta get why you gotta put an accent on it just because it's missing the?
That's how they hit me when I pull in the drive-thru. It'd be like, order for Mykestro. That was for you, Green. I know you want to hear me say that on here. Shout out to my brother Green, bro. He laughed. We was at a rehearsal once, man, and they didn't know how to say my name, and they kept calling me that shit, and they just thought it was the funniest shit ever. So, I was Mykestro back at the house for a little while.
Yeah, Mykestro.
Yeah, that shit was pretty funny. The homies wouldn't let off the pedal.
Somebody messed up and tried to say, man, you should just tell people that it's Curtis with 2 S's like dessert. I said, I'm not telling no grown man. I ain't finna tell no grown man it's 2 S's.
That's a man rule violation 3064.
That's the most light skin. You can't
My
say
nigga,
that.
that's a man rule violation. Whoever said that, you should block them.
It's in the book right next to don't stand in the urinal next to the man that's right there. You go ahead and if it's 2 urinals, you wait.
Block.
It's in the same part of that book. They said Curtis King 2 S's like dessert. I said I'm not using that ever.
Ever.
There's no reason to use that.
You should block him.
He doesn't exist.
Oh.
He's out of here. He's out of here. Tell me a little bit about the creative process because like I said, there's a lot of independent artists here, and I love the fact that I have a channel now that is able. We're gonna at some point, especially with all the new music. I mean, there's music that I already got that I want to go back and break down because you, as much as you want to convince me, it ain't even that deep. Shit, I listen to what you.
The music might be that deep. But I'm just not.
Come up the name.
Yeah, my name,
Okay.
but on how I named my. How I went into naming a project.
Please explain to me this witchcraft that you do when you get in these studio sessions. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out the same way I did for you. I don't care about none of that. Look. Let me tell y'all about this witchcraft. He gonna see right now what he's doing.
High level wizardry.
This high level wizard. What he trying to do right now is convince you that he just I'm just a human being like y'all.
No, I'm not regular. I'm not regular at all.
Okay, there it is. Good. Good.
I don't want to confuse it too. Like I just don't want to sound like an asshole up here. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm not regular at all. I do understand that.
Okay.
What I do is a tad bit different.
0.5%.
Yeah.
0.5%. I might even be, might be less than that. First time I heard him rap, I listened, and that song that I played was one of the first songs that I heard that I was like, oh my God, I gotta relearn how to rap. The amount, like I said, we talked about earlier, the way that you will stack syllables and you'll make it feel like normal conversation. That is a skill set that I think that there's a lot of artists now who are inspired by, like you said, those who took a scenic route to get to where they're at. And I think we are approaching a time where skills appeal. Skills still appeal. We got to talk about that too. Where skills appeal on another level. Man, talk to me about your creative process and how the hell you get to what you get to. Because in my mind, I envision you sitting in front of a notebook and you just got endless clusters of rhyming words and you just like that. In my mind, when I listen to this, I'm like, I just know somebody handed him a rhyming dictionary. He like, I don't need that. I got all of these words in my head. I got a whole dictionary.
No.
What is your creative process, Mykestro?
I pick music that touch me.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. It starts with that because I'm not a guy walking around with a bunch to say on my mind looking for beats to say it to.
Right.
I know it's like a lot of niggas just have these raps in the chamber and they looking for beats. So if your beats don't work, his might.
Yeah.
And his mic, because they going to keep rapping that shit till they find something that stick.
Right.
I'm tailor-made. Everything is a one of one.
Okay.
I don't do the recycling verses. Every so often I run into the sampling problem like that, and I might have to strip it and maybe have my brother make something different to it if we just not going to scratch it at all.
Right.
I might just say, fuck it, it's the leak record. put it up.
Yeah.
Because I like it. I don't want to re-rap it.
Yeah.
Because of the way I craft around the sounds and the music, and I'm rhyming in the spaces. And with that going on, that rap is just not gonna fit over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I may have a set of, I don't even have a set of generalized raps that I could just like play some
in the
beats.
moment,
If we go upstairs to the studio right now,
Yeah.
and you play beats, I'm not gonna try to rap anything that I have
Yeah.
recorded or that I have in my mind.
Right.
I'm about to rap.
Do you
from the start?
Do you write at all?
Not anymore. I haven't in a long time.
I'm gonna repeat my question. Do you write at all? With all of these intricate, you don't write. This is
Let's make it clear for the the listener, for people that's watching. Like, you're gonna hear all these rappers like say they don't write, and they have some talents out there. There's some guys that can probably memorize they whole, like the battle rap guys. You got to memorize that whole fucking 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Of rapping, because ain't no paper out there. The writing thing, I stopped writing when I had to.
Why did you have to?
Just the music we were doing at the time just required me to be right then and there on impulse. So I got in the habit of writing without writing down, without writing things down.
Right.
But people tend to think like I'm mentally writing. I'm recording it as I think of it, versus me spending the time writing it down, saying it to myself to make sure I like it. Go ahead and getting enough written down to make sure that the whole verse is done.
Right.
And then like nah, at that time I could just be hitting fucking record. I am writing it down right here. If I don't like it, I'll delete that shit off.
Taking it like 4 bars at a time, and
that's however
it happens. Yeah, that's insane to me. Because when sometimes I might start off with a couple of sentences, maybe just one. Yeah,
I might go on a tear for 12.
Because that's just what I felt like doing
if
that
it felt
day.
good, I might be spatting and get the rhythm. I might get a rhythm, and I'm like, all right, then I'll start spatting words to the rhythm. I'll get that, and I get a good feel of how I want to boogie on the beat. Like, that's my thing, like finding where I want to dive in. So I might try a couple of different approaches, but to myself, I'm not writing them down.
I think that's what's really interesting about your skill as well, is that you don't just get on these beats and put a bunch of run-on sentences over these beats. You're an instrument within the beat. And I'm really interested in, like, was that something that you were conscious of from the beginning? Was that something that somebody kind of gave you maybe like some advice of, it's good that you want to kind of head this direction of lyricism, but make sure that you still, like, you sound like a deliberate instrument over the top, a rhythmic instrument that fits like a glove in the pocket.
Yeah, I got some of the instrumentation, the knowledge of, using, understanding that my vocal is an instrument for my brother. Just being around, recording with him.
Yeah.
Doing the ad-libs, doing extra shit. Like, I don't ad-lib now. You don't hear any of my raps really with ad-libs. I don't do doubles ever.
Why not? I don't either, but why not? You said that shit is weak. Why you say that?
My lead strong as fuck.
Yeah.
It's my presence. It's right there. I want it to sound like when I'm on the stage.
Yeah.
I don't want it to sound like I got an extra nigga saying my part every couple of lines.
That makes a lot of sense.
And then engineers, you get engineer horror stories of doing ad-libs, and then they do their own crafty thing to it. Now it sounds all bright.
Completely different.
Like, oh, no, so over the years, I guess learning what I liked for myself, I kicked the ad-libs. I never was really like too heavy in it, but I used to do some when I started recording with my brother. He was doing Dog and the other guys, and so I got some vocals with
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
the raps are still the raps, but I'm probably styling in the raps that's going on, not attack raps. When I'm in attack, I'm in attack. There will never be a double.
Yeah. Cause it I don't know what it is, but it feels like it takes away from the sincerity. It takes away from that like you said, your lead is strong enough to where look, I'm saying what I'm saying as the narrator of this story, and I don't need nobody else to back me up in this. And I feel like sometimes, especially in the early 2000s, I think the late 90s, a lot of music had that as a default because it, obviously it made the words sound stronger on the punchlines. Engineers like to work with it because you could do some balanced panning, and then at the shows you could have like show mixes and whatnot.
Right.
But I feel like now especially lyricists who are able to captivate you with their voice, you don't really see a whole lot of utilization of it because it just feels like a massive distraction from the narrative.
You just it's a bunch of shit piled on to take away from my presence. It's already right here, right in front of you. All that extra shit. Niggas can't rap, yo.
Somebody told me one time, the last time I did ad-libs like that was when I was still living in Carson. I was working at Quiznos. One of my coworkers, he was some dude. He was, he don't make no music. He was like, I listened to your song. He said, some of it's really good. I had to turn it off because I couldn't stand you saying in my ear.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
And then I was like, I ain't really say that ad-lib that many times.
You had to go back through
I
there
went
and
back to
listen.
that song. I was like, 7 cents, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is the function of that? All
Some
I'm doing
rapper
is
shit.
just some rapper shit. I'm just imitating what I've already seen before and thinking that I had to do that.
Filling up the gaps sometimes. Being, there's no real
Rhyme or
logic.
reason.
That shit be in the field. Nigga just be going for it sometimes. I got records like that. My brother be like, yeah, my nigga, too many right there.
Yeah.
He be like, yeah, you said that one there, that one there. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice.
What?
I was just in the vibe. I was going off the dome, pause. So, yeah. That's how it be. Like, sometimes he do it like that. I was funny you said that. He stopped me from doing that before.
Doing those, I didn't notice it until somebody talked. And it's always the people that don't make music that sometimes leave you with the biggest gems. I had somebody that is a football player, big buff white dude off of my on a football team. I let him listen to my songs. He was like, heard your music. He's like, it's cool, man, but it just don't got no testosterone in it. I said, excuse me.
It's not aggressive enough for
he
you.
wanted bass. That's what he was. He couldn't describe it because he doesn't make music. He was like, man, when I come to rap, what I need is that extra oomph when I'm in the gym. Like I need that extra. He's like, your music that's not what I would go. I wouldn't go to it for that.
Right.
And not to say everybody's music needs to have that, but I started recognizing like that's the music I listen to. I'm occupying my playlist with music that gets me, over the hump, that gets me wanting to go do something, that gets me like in that mindset. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, these are the lessons you learn from people who don't make music. Can you talk about this? Because I've never really heard many people talk about it. I've heard so many stories. I've heard good stories. I've heard some horror stories about folks who have recorded with Dre in terms of just how detailed he is with the process. I'm curious about Battlecat because you talking about working with your brother in that capacity. How is he in terms of like the recording process? Is he very particular about how your tones and the certain things that are being done in the process?
Yeah, he can vocal coach you if you need to be vocal coached. Because he's got a really good gauge on what he would like to hear.
Right.
However, I'm walking in that bitch delivering. He ain't not gonna ask me to change nothing.
Right.
That's it. Like, he may have some of the time he don't know where I'm about to go with the song. It's not like I'm sitting there gonna read him the verse first.
Right.
But yeah, if I body that bitch, he be like, yeah, nigga.
You got it. You want to stay on the assignment here.
Yeah. He gonna tell you if you think you can do it better. He be like, yeah, give me that one again. Give me that part again. We'll do that part again. But it's always nigga lightning in the bottom. We get in the room, this nigga's electric every time.
Yeah.
Cause it's just that way. It's that way. But it's always smooth, bro. Cause he's such a talent. He can do so much. So everything you would want to do to the songs can be done. And he's so fast, and he just adding shit on, and this shit happening while you recording, and you don't even know.
Sheesh.
He mixing shit and adding shit and editing shit, and you look up, and before you could blink, he played in back bigs, and it's all kind of shit going on. You like, yeah, drum set.
That's crazy.
We're going to get off this, go to the drum set.
Yeah.
He's going to jump off that and jump on the keys. And I'm like, yeah, can you put some cuts right there? You jump off that, turn around, and go to the turntable.
He do all that.
I'm like, yeah, my nigga, by the way, I need a talk box on that hook, too. Yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah, turn the mic up, cue that up. Like, yeah, it's everything you could ever want.
Yeah, that sounds like a playground. That sounds like an oasis for somebody who just wants to get in there and be creative and not be concerned with with those other details. For me, that's like what it's working with my guy. I don't know if you ever met Oh Gosh Leotis.
No, I'm only a fan of his beats.
Man, he's
I know
somebody
he know
that,
my brother though.
Yeah, they definitely have worked together and whatnot. He's supposed to be coming over this week, but that's somebody that you talk about. Like people talk about how I have all these hats that I wear and all these things that I do, and it's true. I get with him making music, and I feel like I could just be a rapper again.
Because of the kind of music he makes?
Because he does everything. I sent him a reference for a song that didn't have any drums, and I was like, this song is something I feel like I don't want to copy nobody. I just know that there's a story that I can tell with this template. The template of like it's like a drumless production I heard. It's a song from an artist named Mav called I'm So Tired. Just amazing. And I said, I feel like there's an emotional presentation I want to give over an acoustic type of instrumentation. But I feel like when you hear this, you're going to go all the way over here. Right. I'm not trying to mimic anything. And he's coming over this week, and I'm like, I feel more relief working on his production than I do rapping over my own beats. Because I'm always thinking like, damn, do I need to change that? I can change that because it's me. Right. As much as that feels like a freedom at times, sometimes it feels like a lack of focus because I can do anything at any point in time.
Yeah, just shut that shit off.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Like make a decision and stand on it with the music. Like, all right, I ain't gonna change it, but that's a producer thing.
Yeah,
you know, because we always run into the producer rapper issue of the producers that add music after the vocals. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes that's cool, sometimes it's not.
It don't work the way it's supposed to, because it's like, this is how I delivered this. I intended to deliver it like this.
But it's based on the feel. Yeah. And producers don't want me to get married to a demo. They send me the real shit.
That's real. That's real. Don't send me.
Send me no demos. Hey, guys.
Don't send me no demo.
Respectfully, like, if it's not finished, don't send it to me, because if I like it like that, I'm going to go towards that. And like, and I'm in a moment, bro. Like, I'm in a moment. Mm-hmm. And you change it. You change how it feels to me. Mm-hmm. I might not want to rap to it like that.
I try to explain this to producers that send in music for reviews and they do remixes. And I'm like, I don't think you realize a remix is more than just matching the BPM. When you're talking about you have a writer who specifically found a pocket in this particular set of drums, when you go redo that, you got to be introduced to where their pocket is and not just the BPM. And sometimes you get a rapper that sounds like they've never wrote a beat a day in their life because of the type of drums that were structured underneath them. You know what I mean? Right. So I feel like it works vice versa, and that you get producers got to understand that when you're creating a world, you're creating a world around a world. You heard a beat and you said, this makes me want to think of this pattern. I'm thinking of this kind of wordplay. I'm thinking of this kind of tone. I think that this is the story. And then when you go in there and you start changing, like, it's like having two video editors. One of them sees a vision for like this being a very cinematic piece. The other one comes in there and tries to brighten it up too much. And it's like, you're changing the whole vision of what this cinema was supposed to be.
Yeah. And it's hard because you're just tugging away at somebody's creativity, so it could just turn into a little something sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know, so you got to kind of watch that. Me in particular, I've had, you know, some conversations back and forth with how to go about that.
Right.
Because everybody's process is different. Some people only make skeletons. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, you got those reasons they send out skeletons. Well, I could see you like sending me like the not mixed version, if you know, or what have you. But then I got my reserves with that sometimes, because where I come from, I don't have that.
What are we talking about? Not mixed version? You said during the session he's mixing the stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm getting my MP3s I'm walking out with. I could go to radio with already. So when I be getting records where the mix is bad, that's probably, if I like it a lot, I'm gonna EQ it, try to fix it.
So I got it from
Shout out to my nigga Mykestro with all the bass. Yeah.
Mykestro.
Yeah, that's the homie who produced the gang of shit for me. Shout out to the homie Mykestro.
Yeah.
But I always gotta be on Mykestro about the bass. I'm like, nigga, you got a sub over there?
Yeah.
Making these beats? Cause like I mix on the the monitors.
Yeah, you hearing all of this.
I'm like, damn, the fucking bass is always so crazy loud. Nigga, what are you mixing on over there? So
have to compensate sometimes when you, depending on your setup, you got to compensate for some of those things along the way. Man, what is driving you these days? Because I promise you, I told you, I said, not only you seem to be aging backwards, but I'm listening to the music.
Like it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
The music agent, the music is like it's where it's supposed to be. Though.
What I know you said earlier, the thing that was driving you was you.
Yeah.
Life has changed dramatically since that time. What's kind of driving you now creatively into what you're doing? Because I listen to you, you still sound like you're aware of people listening to you for the first time. It don't sound like you're resting on, I got all of these projects that y'all can go check out, and now I'm just kind of, it's a lot, because I think a lot of rappers I grew up looking up to, they kind of got to a place where it's like my money's right, I've already kind of solidified my place in hip hop, and I'm just kind of existing. It's discouraging to hear, but I kind of understand to a certain degree where they're at. When I listen to you, I feel like you're still hungry to elevate to that next level, whatever that means for you.
Yeah, because I ain't done shit yet.
What do you mean?
I haven't done anything yet. I got bodies of work. I've done more than the lion's share. I won't say everybody. But on the grand scheme of things, for me, and the expectations I have from what I've done, I ain't done nothing yet. So I can't be in a place to be like, I'm cool. Like where the fuck I'm cool at? I clock in every day still.
Yeah.
I ain't cool. Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, the urgency in my life is a lot different than it was when I was a kid. Because too many years had gone by this shit of me not making it happen.
Right.
So, yeah, like, absolutely, still me.
Yeah.
It's just a different part.
Yeah. Why do you think that was? I mean, I'm sure that's a loaded question, but why do you think that? Because you kind of expressed that in the last statement. I don't want to misquote you, but you were saying that some things, I guess, didn't go according to plan, or some things didn't, I guess, blossom in the way that you envisioned them to go. Why do you think that was?
What's that? Like the record?
Just in general, like with just, because you've had, I mean, everybody that knows something about rapping.
Yeah. You
bring your name up, it's like, he one of the nicest to ever do it, but I'm not gonna have him on one of my records because I'm scared. That's my words, not that. You know, even though they probably do think that.
That's corny.
I'm just being.
Hey, for y'all that feel like that, that's corny, my niggas. I just want all of y'all to know. Where's the good camera? This one right here.
Right? This one right here. That's your camera. Now, you good.
Any of y'all feel like that, man? Shame on y'all, man. Y'all to be fucking ashamed of y'allself.
But you know what though? Can I play? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Don't be mad at me. I'm playing devil's advocate. You make niggas gotta work that day. They get features all the time.
What's wrong with that?
I love it. I'm just playing devil's advocate. So you're not talking to Curtis. I'm just
I'm asking you as devil. What's wrong with work?
They look at you, but no, this is a different kind of work. I got somebody that represents the 0.5 of the population of folks that with a pen and that can rap and that can write and all of this. And you send something in. I can't, if I'm going to be competitive in this record, I have to work in a way that is even above my natural skill set.
You already went left. You trying to compete with me. You already gone left. I ain't competing with you, bro.
Break
All
that
of y'all
down.
niggas that's on songs with me, bro, ask Columbo Black, bro. We got 100 fucking songs plus.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Columbo Black, the rappingest nigga in the world. Nobody with more raps than Columbo Black. ColumboBlack.com. Y'all go see for yourself.
For sure.
Bro, I'm not competing with y'all. Like,
Yeah.
compete with me every time, bro.
Every time. I like that.
I'm just trying to do my thing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
my nigga, my blinders be up.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear your verse first to out rap you. That's what you afraid of. Like, I don't need to hear your verse first. I don't care where we placed on the song. I'm smarter now. When I was young, I wanted to be the anchor. I'm the relay man. I'm going to kill at the end. Nigga, I want to be first. Nigga, DJs don't play nothing but for 15 seconds. Nigga, I want in.
That's
Put
real.
me on first.
Yeah.
Superfly just hear me do it. I'm like, nigga, can I go first? Yup.
That's already gonna be a top heavy.
Ain't nobody
song.
rapped after it yet that I know of. Yeah, that's my dog. Shout out to Fly.
Let me go on the record and say this. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I don't care. At this point, we having a conversation that happened to be filmed on
it's
live.
cool, bro.
I told you. I said, if any day that you want to come over here and out rap me on a song, I'm gonna gladly. It's gonna happen anyways. I'm gonna gladly. I'm gonna say,
Look.
and I'm gonna look people in the face who say, "Damn, he killed you on that." I'm gonna be like, "Hold on, let me make sure the camera's on me." But he did it on my song, and I got a song with him. I love the competitive edge of this. I love that, right? If anything, when I look at even because somebody said I love to see competition back in hip hop.
Yeah.
I think everybody doesn't think that same way. If anything, I look at it and I say, I feel a sense of, damn, I really want to bring it. Like when Bishop Lamont reached out to me, first of all, I didn't even know who the hell I was. I remember at the time when he was like, "Yo, Curtis, I enjoy what you do music." I'm like, you know my music.
Yeah, shout
and not
out
just
to
as a
Biggs, the
producer,
homie.
right? So when he hit me up, he gave me the opportunity to rap on a song with him. I said, I know what I got to do. But it wasn't from a standpoint of, I gotta kill you on it. It was from a standpoint of, they will remember Curtis King's name after I'm done with this.
Bro, hey, listen, all you want to do is make your mark every time.
Every time, yeah.
That's it. Every time I set out, my nigga, I'm going to make my mark. If I happen to be the nigga that stand out, so be it.
So be it.
But I don't need to hear a single person's anything because it don't have nothing to do with none of them. Like if I'm listening to the songs, like I'm trying to get it right for continuity purposes.
Right.
So I can contribute, not so I can beat you.
That's good. That's good.
Like, what can I add to this to make this something? What can I bring that's not already there? Ask Bo. He send me songs all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nigga, you didn't leave me what I'm supposed to say.
You already said everything.
But like, there's no room to contribute. Not like, oh, my nigga, I ain't rapping after you because you rap for 3 minutes. Like, I could rap for 3 minutes too.
Yeah.
But that's not the thing. Like, what can I contribute to this that you didn't do already?
You provided a resolution, the beginning,
said
the middle, and then you resolved it. I like that approach.
Like, so why? For what?
I do want to go back to the other question, but I want to put one pin in this and that. Shout out to one of my former managers, Salas, used to tell me, he's like, when you get in here, your goal should be, how do we get to the best everybody collectively for the best collaboration, no matter what you're bringing to the collaboration. Yes, the competitiveness always exists in hip hop, especially in rap. That's going to exist because it's like you don't play 2K with the homie, or you don't play the game so you could say, hope everybody walks away from this and has a good time.
Right.
Like, that's
no moral victories. Niggas winning and losing.
We playing. We hoping.
Yeah.
But with that said, he said, I want you to understand that no matter what room you get into, the goal should always be, how do we get to the best record possible?
Yeah.
And that changed my whole thing, because I was like, sometimes the best record possible doesn't involve me, Curtis King, trying to do the thing that's being done. I need to bring something that is like some of the most memorable features you get from like even like Southern rappers that are on these records with more lyrical rappers. You remember it because they played their role to perfection.
Right.
Not because they try
to do the other guy. Like,
we don't want Gucci trying to outdo. Like if I get Gucci and you say Kendrick on a song, I want Gucci to be the best Gucci he is.
I don't know why you would consider, like, you know, when it's time for us to do records, like, don't do nothing that you don't do already.
Right.
Like niggas think it's going, oh, here he comes. I need to. I'm like, my nigga, do you what's some I guess another strong suit for me is in that light, I could do what a lot of other niggas could do. They can't do what I can.
One more time.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell
So I could walk in the gang of y'all studio rooms and do whatever y'all doing on the song. I can do that good too. But none of y'all come do me. Pause.
Yeah. Why would you even want to put yourself into a position where you are trying to outdo what you have been doing at a top tier? You think today you just gonna take a day off?
No.
You think today you just gonna get in here and say, you know what? I know I do this. I know I be singing all the time, but today I think I can do my mic. What are you doing?
Man, bro.
But people really be acting like that. Like I get it to where I get somebody who sends me a feature and I'm almost insulted at their Curtis King impersonation. They're doing the funny bars. They're doing like the the punchlines, and I'm like, "Am I a joke to you?" First of all,
they sending you a feature for you to rap on.
They're sending me a feature,
a verse for
How about
you.
this? How about this? They're trying to make a Curtis King song under the guise of they're needing a feature from me, right?
Oh, I get it. Like the guy that send me the clap tracks because they think I want the Battlecat song.
Exactly.
Got it. Hey, you guys do know I have the horse himself, right?
Please don't tell me they sending you. Please don't tell me they sending you Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I get those
beats
all the time, bro. I get them all the time.
Oh,
respectfully, I'll be trying to be cool about it. I'll be like, you clearly haven't listened to any of my records. This is what you sending me.
Look, my audience will tell you, my heart drops every time somebody gets in the email and they say, I got some real West Coast shit on that I want to show you. And I'm like,
oh, yeah, you know how that's going to go.
Where you say you from? Poland.
Yeah, you guys out there, y'all be surprised how often West Coast artists get people from other places, far, far and beyond, that think they have the constructs of what the West Coast sounds like. It's so not entertaining.
It's not that. It's
a thing. It be like, and then you just gotta dial back, like, man, there's somebody trying to do something, bro. And I just try to have a heart, man.
You know what? That's maturity. Like, I aspire to that. I'm gonna tell you right now. I aspire.
It took me time to get there. I wasn't always like that. But I'm trying, man, like, bro, there's somebody just trying. So I am really careful with what I say back to people that send me records like that. So I don't just be crushing their whole confidence and they don't just never do music again.
Yeah.
Because I can be away if I want to be.
That's a nice way to say away. Yeah.
You like push me to a place, or you being like too pushy with me, and things going on like that, and then I'm gonna stop you in your tracks. I don't say I'm gonna be an asshole to you, but I'm gonna stop you in your tracks. You gonna know what you did wasn't cool.
Yeah, I had to develop. I'm developing in the opposite direction, and that as you're being more understanding, I'm becoming more the asshole because they've always seen me as the smiling Curtis King.
Right.
And so now when I get these conversations and I tell them, I give them a review, and then the next thing they'll say is like, well, I mean, that's just my style, and I'm like, so now we getting defensive about this. Now you think I'm attacking you, like, so what have you done? And it's like, okay.
But
so
you asked
me,
reviewed.
you paid for a service, and then I'm here. Okay, so now I have to really, I gotta light you up now. Now we have to really talk about the things that I spared you. You couldn't find a key if it was on a chain. You couldn't find a key in this song if it was on a chain. But I think that is a necessary thing because everybody, anybody who has an ego, you have to know that a humbling is coming soon. That is coming soon, without a doubt.
Some people are just so defensive over their stuff, man. I feel how I feel about my stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I've earned the right to defend what I'm standing on. I'm 15 bodies of work in.
You though. You.
I'm saying like the fight, like, not anybody that's like that. You know, you run into people, it's like, my issue with shit like that, be like, man, what have you done? Like, have you done enough to have this perspective? Like, have you made enough music to matter yet? Outside of yourself, and you know, you doing what you doing, like my nigga, like, I'm not, because you can approach me or send me a message online, and I'm kind of like cool enough to respond sometimes. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, I'm not the nigga to be like sending your practice beats to, or just hitting me
practice
up with
beats.
just random ideas. Hey, my nigga, I got this song I think you might want, but I am not him.
At times it feels too accessible, which is why I understand why you're not always on every platform. Because I feel the same way at times, that had I not had a YouTube channel that I need to support, you know, everything, there'd be times that if music was never in my life, I don't know if I'd ever be on the internet like that. If I was just like working regular 9 to 5, I don't think I'd have a social media.
It's a day-to-day thing that
So
I wouldn't want to. I don't care to keep up with. Like, I scroll it and be like laughing and fucking around all day. You know, not all day because I'm a pretty busy guy.
Right.
But when I got some downtime and my phone in my hand, I be laughing and shit and, you know, doing the normal thing. But, you know, I feel the same way, man. My partners have forced my hand. They like, hey, everything's going on here, going over here. None of them niggas active online, just me.
Yeah.
They just wanted me to have it, and then I go to their shit. They ain't nowhere to be found. They ain't posted nothing in 2 years.
Yeah.
Those guys.
That's
so
the thing too. I've seen that.
Yeah.
What would you say? And I know that you're somebody who's always focused on the future. At least that's how I perceive it. You always are thinking about the next thing that you're about to achieve. What would you say is something that does bring you an enormous sense of pride in terms of accomplishing?
My kids.
Okay.
That's it, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck this rap shit.
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm good at this shit, and that's cool and all that shit. Fuck this rap shit. That ain't what it's all about.
I'm sure it hasn't always been that way, right? I mean, I'm sure at some point.
It has. I've been a father since I was 17.
Oh, since
it's
17.
always been fuck this rap shit.
When you say fuck this rap shit, what do you mean?
Like, you know, it's cool, and I love what I do.
Right.
And I like that dynamic, but it's not a rewarding, it's not a thing that you always get back what you put in. It's not always good to you. It's not always rewarding. Hard work don't always pay off. Don't fucking listen to that shit out there.
Yeah.
You could do a lot of shit every day, and that shit mean nothing.
Yeah.
On the grand scheme of things. And you can kid yourself and make it mean something to you so you can be at peace with what you're doing with your time and all of that. But then when you start looking around at the shit that matter, what you're doing with your time.
Yeah, because you can't get that back.
You got little ones like me. So you know that all this time valuable. You know, it's taken away from time you could be running around with your little man in the backyard and shit. You see her talking to me.
But see, the thing about this is why I've structured. I read a book called The 4-Hour Work Week, right? And it was basically giving the blueprint of how this dude was able to only work 4 hours a week and make a full-time living in what he did.
Right.
One of the things that he said that stuck with me, he said, figure out the lifestyle that you want and then build a career around that first.
Right.
I said, this is when I had to really think about the things that I didn't like about my journey as a rapper and a producer. Things like I didn't like late night studio sessions in somebody else's studio session. Okay. Like where I'm like contributing to it. I know music is about collaboration. If it's somebody that I'm like, I'm invested in, like I didn't like being the seventh or eighth guy in the room. Right. And I'm sitting here like, is this really the best utilization of my time? When I have ideas,
just fucking hanging out,
and then
get there.
I don't know if this record's gonna make it or not, but I'm here because this is what they say you have to do in order to network in the music industry.
And I didn't as well. That same shit. Like I'm at work at night. Fuck y'all talking about? Because I gotta survive first. So I'm at work at night. Yeah. So all that hanging out shit, I gotta call off. I mean, I'm gonna miss my money to come sit in the studio and do Something may come. You know what it is. So nothing usually comes from those times. Let's just keep that a being. All of the times, bro, I'm sure you can count thousands of nights that you done been to the studio and times you done recorded, produced.
Ate like shit.
Didn't do
we gotta
nothing.
Talk about that.
Didn't do nothing. The times you ain't do nothing up there but hang out.
Hang out.
Kick it, or the shit that go on, equipment don't work, people, other people, all those things that go into that shit, they just all experience, man. Like, you can't feed Nas with none of that shit.
I can't. And while I'm out there, and it's crazy because towards the end of the last year, as I was kind of making another push to do things like how I used to do them in terms of getting out here and seeing about because it in the music industry, it does pay to show face. Right. That does mean that is a currency. Sometimes because of that one night that I chose to go out, it strikes up a conversation in a different context because they saw me and I'm at the front of their mind and they're like, oh, yeah, let me see about getting you on the phone with da-da-da-da. It starts off as easy as that. But then my thing is I have to ask what game am I playing? And ultimately, as that book said, what lifestyle do I want to have? And the lifestyle that I built, I said, I want to be able to make music. Before we even lived here, we live in a 600 square foot, 700 square foot apartment. And I was like, I want to be able to have a lifestyle where if I want to do shows, I could do it from the house online. I don't know what that looks like. If I want to do features or work with a producer, they just come over to the house and that happens. If I want to do my video content, I want to be able to open a door, call my son and know he can come down the hallway. Right. And even though it hasn't always been like that, I had a vision piece by piece of maybe it could be like that. And now here I am 21 years after I first picked up that PlayStation game MTV Generator and decided to start making music or start making beats because my homies and I couldn't afford a beat or afford to pay for a beat, I should say. Right. Pause. That led me to where I'm at now, to where I had to figure out how to work this blueprint because nobody else was coming to save me.
Yeah. Like, nobody's coming, bro.
Nobody's coming.
Nobody is fucking coming. You got to work your hand, bro.
Man, all these because the industry does come loaded with a lot of people promising, or even giving you visions of just do this, you'll do this, and
if you do this, you do that. Yeah, you know that game, man. You know, you know that shit is it's a hard thing to advise anybody to just get into, bro. Like, I don't care how much you like rapping. I'm just keep it a being, bro. Yeah. Like, I love what I do because I'm good at it. Mm-hmm. You know, and I spend a lot of time getting good. Mm-hmm. I just wake up good. I put in the 10,000 hours. Yeah. Fucking 10,000 times over.
Man, oh man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Years of pounding the pavement trying to, cause I ain't never thought nobody was coming.
Yeah. From day one. From the
start.
I wish I had that kind of foresight. Cause I did feel like, the thing is, I made the mistake. I didn't recognize this until my late 30s. I made the mistake of having one foot in, one foot out. Because I had relationships with, folks like Soul and TDE. I was like, man, like, what if there's an opportunity here for if I did it? But then again, I kind of want to do this independent. And because I was straddling the fence, it slowed everything down. Because there was never enough motion in one direction committed. So
that's such a hard fence to play, though, because that side of the fence could change your life like that.
It could. And it's a very rare opportunity for a lot of people.
And then you got guys that you in a situation that with guys that's got some backing too. Mm-hmm. So then that plays a part into that foot being on this side of the fence, because this is not only an opportunity for you to have records with this guy in particular, with the talent that Soul has, and then he's attached to a lot, and he's in a situation that can bring a lot of light to you. You know the other way.
Yeah.
We all walking it, bro.
Right. He said the scenic route. Yeah. Yeah.
We go. We all out here fucking walking around like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, if Absol could throw you a lob and that would have changed, you might not be sitting here. You might. Mm-hmm. That shit might have hit the backboard. You know, threw it up there.
But we got a shot up.
Yeah, but there you go.
Luck said something to me that man, it rocked me to my core, because I think so much of being out here I take for granted. Like I'm sitting here, like when I say the people that I think are the best at this thing that I chose as one of my professions, I have contacts with, or they know me. My wife, the first time me and her went out for a date, bro, we went to, she bought some tickets to a Angels game, right? Okay. And then my homie B Fresh was like, yo, let me know if you want to pull up to my release party. And it was like in the city or whatnot. And pulled up. He's really good friends with Dot.
Oh, okay.
And then Dot pulls up with his bodyguard. With no kind of announcement that was going to happen. He pulls up, and I hadn't seen him in years. And then he's like, man, look at me, look at my wife, like, you done really good for yourself. Right. And she's like, oh my God, that's just... Because I'm just telling her stories, like, you know, like back in my day, head ass. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you know, I used to be in them studios all the time. But for her to see it, it dawned on me. I was like, this shit's not regular. Now, I know for you, especially, you even said it today. You were like, it's not regular, even though so much of this stuff from a very early age, you were always around. But I think sometimes it's easy to take for granted just the vicinity that people are in, like the folks that you can call upon. The fact that I'm sitting across from you, and there's been somebody who's been a fan of yours for years upon years and has never had the opportunity to meet you.
Likewise, bro. Yeah,
this
been a thing.
Not
we
normal.
Always be fucking places taking pictures. We always where all the rappers at.
So Luck says something to close this off. He was like, never forget, Curtis, you were there.
Yeah.
I was like, I was there. Not that you're complacent. Not that you're looking at that and saying like, yeah, I was there. Like, yeah, that's enough. Because there's a lot of people who do operate that way. Like, yeah, I was in the room. It's like, no. Whatever criticisms you have about how things happen, you were there. There's some people, it's like probably a 90 percentile who will never even be able to say they were even in the room, let alone a contributor. Right. Let alone somebody that had an influence upon the best of the best. We just heard it in the beginning of this interview. Right. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm so glad to have a platform that's able to give you your roses, because
I appreciate
there's so many people out here, bro, that to this day, like I tell you, all the ones all the lyricists I talk to that I'm like, you're great at what you do. I bring your name up and they know exactly who I'm talking about.
All right on, man.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So, okay, DIYers, look, I want to respect this brother's time. We've been in here for a second.
I'm chilling, bro. Do your thing.
Y'all got any questions? Do y'all have any questions? This is the time to ask. You down to take a few questions?
Yeah.
Man. So, man, he said,
shoot it.
Come on. Delayed is not denied. It's destiny. I like that. I like that.
You know, it's happening the way it's supposed to roll out, man. You know.
It don't always feel like I'll be lying to you if I didn't sometimes question God's time, and I feel very, very blasphemous to say that, but sometimes I'm like, you sure, God? You sure this how you want to play this one out?
Right.
Like, as if I know any better, and I didn't.
Yeah, show you real fast.
He showed, man, how many times he didn't show me, and I was like, oh yeah, I would have dropped the ball on that one. Thank you.
Right. You know, we be thinking we ready sometimes, like I thought a whole lot of years ago for some things I was ready for. I was like, I was good, and I thought I was probably really good, probably better than a whole lot of shit that was available.
Right.
But then I just like listen back and critique myself. I'm like, nigga, I'm talking about nothing. It's like a whole bunch of nothing. Like a whole bunch of raps about rapping about being a better rapper than niggas.
Yeah, that's something that I'm definitely, man, I'm probably more conscious of than I ever been of, like.
That shit only cool to rappers, y'all. All y'all rappers that want to be the best rapper alive.
Yeah.
It's only cool to other rappers. Just want y'all to know that.
Only cool to other rappers. Look, we got a question here from V. Conley. He says, how do you see the culture shifting towards lyricism and authenticity? And how would you like to see artists elevate their art form?
I don't see it shifting, man.
Really?
Nah, it's just too much money in the other place, too much damage done for it to just shift. K-Dot is a different animal because his thing also comes with the support of his full success, meaning his bag is probably crazy to be able to play ball, to have the things in place to win like that.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have some resources to be able to be successful in
Yeah. The
in
machine
those
is playing a role for sure.
Yeah. No, not necessarily just like the machine thing, just even having to be able to say, hey, nigga, I could get on the plane and go to Alchemist and go here and go there.
I see what you
and go
mean.
there.
Okay.
Like the regular everyday guy, you talking about stop what you doing and do it though. You know, that's just a small part of what goes into the shit that gets done. So like Dot's scenario, to take it where he's taking it, he's a one of one. You know, but you got the everyday listener. You know, I'm not convinced that some kind of skill wave is gonna come from this. You know, some of the listeners, I know you guys got high hopes because I hear all the time the skills have been coming back around. I've been hearing that shit for 2 decades.
All I'm gonna say is,
saying like that's a thing. That's an ongoing narrative.
Look, all I'm gonna say is, 300 people showed up today for your live stream.
Yeah.
Promo because they stayed. They stayed because I think even because my thing is this, and I think Doc kind of touched on that in Whacked Out Murals. He is like, this is not for lyricists. I swear that's not the sentiments. I think that even during an age where it was lyricists being platformed, it was one thing to be able to be witty with your words, to be wordy with your words, but can you make people feel something?
Right.
To me, that's the great separation.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that no matter what the era is, you've always been able to accomplish that. You just took a different route. I told this to Willie B one time. I was like, I think that the people that we look at as the greatest, you just said it earlier. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm outdoing myself. I said I have this theory that all of us at our best are spiking off dopamines. There's a reason why you get a producer and you see them go through 40 snares and they hear that one and they're like, spiking off dopamine. He's not thinking about how can I make my snares better than Ninth Wonder? How can I make my snares better? No. His thing is, I'm going to do the thing that spikes the dopamine for me. And I feel like when that is sort of how you're driven by what you're doing, you're going from one spike to another. I feel like that's when you start to create the best art that you do, because it's not influenced or how can I put this, tainted by all of these outside entities, what's going to make the most money, how's this going to compete in the grand scheme of things. It's like, no, you're using your God-given gift to maneuver all that.
Sometimes you can't ignore it. I guess
Sure.
Depending on what you want out of rap, you can't ignore that you are making music for people.
Right.
So, you know, that selfish part of that is you just MCing and you just rhyming and it's a thing, but
Yeah.
then you want it to work.
True. There that is a part of it. You're right.
You know, I guess there are a handful of guys, but I don't know many people personally that be like, man, I just rap because I want to send my friends these songs so they could tell me how dope I sound.
Well, see, and I think that's the part of the era where there were more lyricists that were platformed, that it wasn't always good. Like, there's people who have the ability to just, I call it run on sentence rap.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cool.
Right.
The fuck are you saying right now?
Right.
And there's more of them now. I feel like after, and I don't want to put that on M, but after Eminem did do Rap God, there was a surge of
Really?
rappers I've never seen. Oh man, there's a whole theory behind it. There's a whole internet theory behind it. After you got Rap God, there were some people who felt activated and said, "Oh, that's my genre of rap." And you look at it, what
Really?
they write. Oh, I can show you references, bro.
That's crazy.
I look and I'm like, there are so many clones, and they go viral because it is a skill set, but they're not saying anything.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
the words. that rhyme.
and that's the whole gimmick.
Damn.
No
I
songs.
didn't know nothing
No.
about that.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm gonna show you that, but that's what I'm saying is that I would never want it to get to that. I think that as human beings, we're in a place where so much of our art, whether it's movies, whether it's TV shows, has pacified us. And I think that people are in a search for things that are more tangible. I think people are in search for things that make them feel something. The next 3 years in this presidency, it feels like it's about to be a rocky 3 years coming up. And I think people are navigating as they've always done in human history back to the arts. It's just a matter of, are you supplying the thing that's actually connecting with them?
Yeah.
Then that's a big thing. Jiminy Snicket said, "What do you recommend for a beginner lyricist / rapper?"
What do I recommend as far as I don't. I guess that could go a lot of ways.
I'm assuming somebody who looks at your skill set and they
Like
say
to how to
that's
start.
Yeah,
or like
well,
what to
yeah.
do.
read a book.
That's always dope. Yeah, hell yeah. Read lots of books, much information as you can get.
Right.
Don't let me steer you wrong, bro. It's hard. It's like the more you, it's hard to give guys like really, or give people like real moral principles of this shit. Like, hey, you know, I'm gonna give you hey, keep going, man. Like that's not that kind of thing. I can practice, man. Find whatever it is that you wanna do musically, because it's a lot out there that you could do. And once you figure that out, practice.
You talking about practice?
We're talking about practice, man.
Talking about practice. The game that I love.
Fucking practice, man.
Practice.
Like, and that don't mean just like writing raps. Like, bro, like, you know how many records it took us to get to the records. Not necessarily like, I don't have the Dr. Dre thing where you hear like it's like 50 songs or 100 songs, and I don't know if that's accurate or not, so don't quote me.
I've always heard that.
Dre.
They got like archives that get to those 10.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't record 10 to get to, or 50 to get to 10.
Really?
No.
I don't know why my brain thought that, because how you were talking about the way that the process is sped up for you.
I record 5 to get to 5. Nigga, what you talking about? Ask bro, nigga, we bucket for bucket, everything count. Nigga, I ain't doing no fillers.
What?
If we doing 8 songs, nigga, I'm doing 8 songs.
How many songs on this project? How many songs you record? Okay.
I'm saying, like, we might cut some songs and I'll be like, how many you want to put on here?
Yeah.
Then that's going to put me in the squeeze all the time. I have to move songs out and take songs off. And you know, make do with this song. That's how I got a whole folder of shit I ain't used.
Insane.
Because it's songs that don't make the cut.
Yeah.
But they was dope, but I had 6 other songs that fit the bill.
Right.
So you'll stay there, but yeah.
No, I'm very much like that. Like if we recorded, I'll be telling, oh gosh, I'm like, I don't care that you my homie.
Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I gotta cut you off. Oh gosh, I've been plotting on stealing your beats off the internet for a little while now. Let me just stop you and just get to this shit. So you know Curtis, my nigga, you know my brother. Listen, I thought about just making you a believer the way I had to do everybody else, by like taking their beats and then getting to it and then sending it to you to get what I need.
He talking to you, old guy.
So I just want to tell you this direct, my boy. Yeah, I think you're super dope on beats, and I'm a fan of your work, and I want to do some music with you whenever that lines itself up.
Yep.
But if I gotta steal your shit, I will.
if you need some help, I got some beats. You know, he don't even know.
See,
like,
you done fucked up. I done
Damn.
walked over here to Curtis' house. I have a whole album to your shit before you know it.
I do not know how these beats got to him. I just know that I had a flash drive and it disappeared. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I know you know
man.
some of the guys, man, but
Nah,
he's
he-
super dope on beats.
I'm sure. Because the thing about it is, like, one thing about him is that he loves the challenge of working in different pockets and working with, like, he loves having a catalog that spans every damn genre you can think of. But when he gets in that bag, bro, the things that y'all will make together, I'm gonna make sure it happens.
I only set out to work with people that want to work with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I hold up, shop. Let me stop. Cosmos Classics, my nigga. In case y'all don't know, I need y'all to get really familiar. Instagram name is Cosmos Classics.
Yeah.
One word. Cosmos Classics. All together now.
Yeah.
The lion's share of my records now, almost responsible solely for my whole wave.
Yeah.
Everything I'm about to roll out,
Right there.
damn near him.
Yeah.
The first guy, first producer I've ever had invest the desire to do a whole record with me ever in the tenure of me rhyming. People have talked about it.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do an EP. Hey, let's do something. Hey,
He
let's
sent
do
them.
something.
He sent that.
Nah, he was cooking from the start, but
Yeah.
he did his homework, bro. When we first reached out, like he knew I'll be on live playing songs, unreleased songs. And he know the producers, the singers. He naming the people by ear. Like, oh yeah, that's this guy. That's this guy. He was like the almanac for all my shit. And it was crazy that somebody knew that much about me
Yeah.
musically. And then he sent some records. He sent me some records first, but we was doing the Bartenders records at the time. And I just didn't think they fit for what we were doing at the time.
Right.
And like later on, he had like hit me again in a live or something like that just to say what's up. And I just like double back on the records just because I needed to go listen to them again, bro.
Yeah.
And when I did,
It's like, oh, I need these.
I cut everything. Everything in that first batch
Yeah.
is done, been done. We got 2 albums, top to bottom.
Sheesh.
Just me and him.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 songs and 11 songs.
14 songs. That's crazy. And then you got the 21 that you did with Curtis King in 2025. And so, like, man, it's
we
just, you
gonna
got a
line
lot of
them
stuff
up.
in the archive.
Yeah, baby, we gonna line them up. 21
You
of
know,
them, make them count.
like, look, oh gosh, if you don't pick that call up,
Oh gosh, man,
if you don't pick that call up, I'm tell you right, I'm gonna tell you on and come back to my camera.
come
now.
fuck with me, bro. You gonna be like, man, this nigga been right here in my backyard this whole time, and I didn't do no songs with him. Don't do that to yourself,
All
bro.
I know is, even if I gotta just take oh gosh beats and just take his tag out, I'll do that with AI. I just put Curtis King on him. He'll never know. You'll never know.
Yeah, man.
Like, man.
Shout out to the homies, all the
Community.
Skills Still Appeal crew. Yeah.
Question here, and then I want to ask you one thing about Skills Still Appeals. So the question here is, in these times, what do you feel the responsibility is of an MC? Not everything needs to be serious, but what does balance look like within that responsibility? She said, much love to you.
Word, love. Yeah, I feel you. Everything doesn't have to be serious. You know, your reason for making music comes with some of those
Yeah.
responsibilities or lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me, for myself, I stand on the integrity of the product I make, man. I want it to always be of the highest quality, not just sonically,
Yeah.
you know, but the highest quality product I can produce, from vocal arrangement to the conversation to how good the music and the words sound good together, the tone
Right.
that I choose to pick, who I get for the chorus if I get one, you know, all of those things that go into the mix, how long the song is, where it feel good at, which pockets feel good, oh, this feels good, I'm hearing it, let me say that, let me do that some more, you know, all those kind of things, you know, I hold myself to some of those things when I'm making records, for the sheer knack of like people spend their money on this shit.
Yeah, that's
You
huge.
know what I'm saying? Not outside of first and foremost, it's for myself because that's how I'm cut. Secondly, I understand I have a product that I'm trying to get across the board. So what's gonna separate my shit from everybody else's? And 2 billion people in California probably rap along.
2 billion is crazy because it's not even a stretch.
Right.
And you are selling it specifically on Bandcamp. The link is here in the description too, because I want
sir, I
y'all to
appreciate
realize.
that. Yeah.
Look, we're gonna share this link right here, and I do want to end us out with a record. But can you talk about what is sort of the origin story of Skill Still Appeal? Like, what's the mission statement? What does that mean to you?
Man, you hear it. You looking at it right now. You see the 5 Grammys. You think them came with no skills? It speak for itself. You see everybody that's somebody in something that's anything. You have to have a particular skill set to be at the top of it.
Yeah.
Any and everything. You want to lead in it. So skills are always going to appeal. Being good at things, having a great skill set is how my boy got up here to put the light up in the corner earlier.
Come on. Yeah, no, for sure. Because I didn't have a skill. I'd have had a skill for that. I for sure tried.
His skills came on deck. They was on deck. He was ready to go.
What y'all don't recognize is he just slid. Look, earlier today, my whole day's been thrown off. I got to hit the homie Nabi because I'm supposed to be meeting with him later on today, but I can't do it. Today was thrown off because I decided an hour before I had a consultation, I'm gonna mount these lights up, right? I got these lights mounted up. The whole studio's coming together, and I try to follow the instructions, and I hammered something in, and a nail went through the wall, and it fell to the bottom. And I said, "How much you care about this room?"
Right.
I said, "I want a professional in here." So I got on Task Rabbit, and he was here within 30 minutes, and he knocked it out within 15. It's good. Yeah. I trust it a lot more than my handyman work.
Get him a t-shirt. Get him a t-shirt. His Skill Still Appeal shirt, man.
Man,
he
so
came out here and showed you, but yeah, man. You know, I've been known coming in early for my skill set,
right?
You know, and so I was like, well, you know, as long as skills always paid the bills, as far as I know. You know, so like, hey man, I'm gonna roll with this, and had a cool little feel to it, and I decided to stick with that. That was something that I could stand by. Athlete too, or a former athlete. I'm an old man now, but to play ball a whole bunch, and you know, it's just what it was, man. Being skilled at any and all facets will always benefit.
So let me ask you this: for those who are here, right? And I got a lot of DIYers. I got a lot of music listeners that do put the money where their mouth is in terms of supporting.
Right on.
What's a good project to get that introduction off of this Bandcamp? I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the screen right here so you can see it.
Yeah, I would say go to on GP2 with the gray pager right there.
GP2. Okay, and then now give me a song that we can play off of here, because I want them to. Or should we just go off of here?
There you go, video right there, running.
Let me do that. Let me
Hell
pull this on the screen because I want y'all to be here, and let me give you the link here too, because at the end of the day, this is the connection point that got us in these conversations. I do appreciate your time, bro.
Oh, likewise, big dog. I'm coming in, having me. Thanks for having me, man. Having me in the time, bro.
I definitely would love to have you on for episode of the Critique My Beat series. Not Critique My Beat,
I want to do
Location.
that.
You want to do that?
Breaking up some beats and some raps. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
Hell
Easy work. All right, let me do this. Let me and thank y'all to all my moderators holding down.
I appreciate all y'all coming through, man, and tapping in and staying there, man. I hope y'all was able to, gain some good knowledge on me, man.
Yeah.
Some information. I got a lot of dope music out there. Probably there alone is, I think it's maybe 15 bodies of work there, top to bottom. All recorded, mixed, engineered, usually by me. Been fucking it up a long time.
All right, let me pull this up.
We got some group records up there too, man. I got a group called The Bartenders, me and the homie Columbo Black. There's a few albums up there too, some mixtapes, some free downloads. We do all kind of cool shit on there. I send out merch and the little barcodes for the free downloads and people that be looking to find old songs and shit they can't run across on their websites no more. A lot of them tapes is up there.
All I know is I'm finna go buy that.
Quality over quantity is on there too. My first tape has been on there for $100 for a long time.
Sheesh.
That's my very first tape I ever did. You can't find that on the internet nowhere.
I love that you selling it too. Like that to me is something that is always encouraging to see.
Yeah.
Let's run this up real quick.
My Bandcamp been set up for name your own price for a ton of that shit for years.
For years, yeah.
For years it's been like that.
Oh,
you can always go in there and pay zero. You can put zero in the things if you just don't have it to spend, bro. You can go put $2,000 in there and pay $2,000 for my whole shit. You can get it all.
Sheesh. All right. So what's the story on this one? What is this called?
This is called Fly High, man. You're gonna hear it. It's gonna speak for itself. It's gonna tell you the story.
There it is.
Shout out to the homie Dada.
I ain't never wanna be famous or none of that shit. Nah. Are you willing to entertain all that comes with that shit? Nah. Look at all this time I've been rhyming. The summer that went by, the wondering when. Why? So I love when this shift comes with my gift. Knew I was something to the 10th. Mine's accompanied by getting by while I run with this shit. Hoping something to stick. Try not to let it fuck with my pride. Just let it conduct the vibe. It goes something like this. Hit my drum with this shit. Guys, if you fucking it up, it's time that you come from behind the set. Show these people your face. Humbly take a bow into being this space. I found you a way to come from about it, the reasons you came. Let them see you be great. Vibing, I'm leading the way. Find what it means to be in your prime in the previous age. Let me bring in the break. It's Kaz, my nigga.
Shout out to Chuck Dizzle in the building.
Chuck Dizzle, what's up, baby?
Said barely made it, but had to show love to my main man, Michael.
love you, Charles, my nigga.
My voice twin, they say. That's my voice twin.
Oh, Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck,
gotta keep what?
You got to keep the faith to go on.
Hey.
Stand tall, nigga.
Stand tall and keep going on.
Break this motherfucker down one more time.
Yeah. Cosmos Classics, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they love that.
On the beats and the vocals one time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. For
Shout out to Dada, the legend.
So definitely go
The
support
Incredible.
that. Go support that project. Man,
That's on GP2, man. On GP2. That's part 2, which means there's a part 1.
Okay. Yeah,
So there's on GP1 there.
I've been sending them that link over there to pause. I've been sending them that hyperlink to go ahead and that's even paused too. Anyways, man, look. I'm gonna just say this is me as a kid in the candy store. You are in my home right now, and brother, I know that we building and everything, and I won't try to make this awkward or whatever, but it's like, bro,
you don't stop, man.
Man, nah, but that shit means something to me, bro. Right. Having you sit here across me on this couch, like I've invited many artists out here, and timing, politics, whatever you want to call it, it's never been like that with you. And I appreciate you just being first and foremost a solid human being since day one, and just being a constant a source of inspiration for a lot of us to always keep our foot on the gas and bring our best. And then also too, I just be laughing low key when I see people scared of you. And I be laughing because I'm like, that shit's so funny to me. Because like I be like,
it's not fun, bro.
I know it can't be fun. Sometimes I be that person, but I be looking. I be like,
sometimes okay,
scared, bro.
Okay.
I'm like, why you scared, bro?
There is some fun to it sometimes.
Man, Mykestro.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes what how can people? Because someone asked us, how can people connect with you? What platform would you rather them connect with you on, and all that good stuff before we go ahead and say our goodbyes?
Man, you can go get all my records. Everything that I have for sale is at Bandcamp. skillstillappeal.bandcamp.com. It's skillstillappeal.com. It's going to reroute you there. I got merch, music.
Yeah.
Man, I got some music.
Yeah.
That's the preferred place for you. I don't fuck with the streaming shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like all y'all that see my records there, like that shit there for y'all for free. Okay? Let's just understand that. You should be telling me thank you, if anything. Because I'm putting that, no
facts,
bullshit.
Facts.
Yeah, like
no, I feel
that
you.
shit there for free. Like for you to go on your phone and go to Apple Music and play my shit, bro.
Yeah.
You getting that shit for free.
For free.
So when we get to that, we've come to that conclusion that that's what it is already with that. But Bandcamp is the best place to go buy my records that my crew, the team, everybody can directly benefit from the hard work that we do. If you want to holler at me, you want to get some features, you want to do some music,
yeah,
you can hit me direct, man.
You too scared. Let's go though. Like you want to send some beats.
Head always used to say like people wasn't gonna do no songs with me.
Really? That's what he said?
Ask him. He said in interviews all the time, like, hey, I told you, like, niggas ain't nobody gonna do no songs with you, bro. He said it at Homegrown. Ask Chuck, the old Homegrown at Chuck My House. Mm-hmm. Carson there.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, like, nobody gonna do songs with you. Always fucking
What was the reasoning?
Because I rap too good.
Because you rap too good.
It's like, what kind of bullshit is that? He's like, bro, don't nobody want to rap after you. I'm like, really, nigga? Like, shout out to Glass House. My nigga Glass House got a gang of songs with me. That's my homie. He ain't never been insecure in me rapping good. Mm-hmm. That nigga always let me get loose, nigga.
Yeah. There it is.
Shout out to everybody that's always showed me some love, man. All the producers out there that I got records with, all the guys that want to work with me, find a way. You just got to outdo what I got. And I don't know. Shout out to my nigga Deli and Sax G, Seattle Killers. Mm-hmm. They all part of the crew of the music we doing, man. My nigga Rippy Austin, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
Rip, I'm sorry. I thought of Rip Hamilton, the basketball player.
Same thing when you said it. I was like, wait a minute, Rip Hamilton make me
my nigga Rip Austin. Incredible musician, man. Y'all should go look him up, Rippy Austin. Mm-hmm. Man, it's bad crazy.
Yeah.
Bad crazy with talent, you know, like he just does everything. He does everything like how you do everything. Yeah. Like he's a guy like that too.
I tend to find my way or attract a lot of DIYers and folks who are doing it at a high level. So I think it's that air. I think it's that air where I looked up and recognized like Rap City's not coming down that hallway.
Oh yeah,
106 and Park's not coming down that hallway.
Right.
But the things that I enjoyed the most, like having those conversations that were centered on the art, centered on the human being, the man, the woman behind what they do, and not about the gossip, not about who you date, not about, okay, so now that we got some clickbait, I feel like that was what made that era so golden, and I think there is an opportunity here in this space to create our own version of that.
Yeah,
but,
you control the narrative, man. That part's important. You know, that other shit you can't always we talked about some of that shit off the record, you know, with getting on some of these shows and how come I haven't been rapping on some of these shows y'all been asking about.
Right.
What's up? What's the names of the shows, all of the rap shows? You want to talk about them?
Yeah.
I know a couple. The LA Leakers got one.
LA, are you talking about the freestyle joints?
The
Yeah, the LA
freestyle
Leakers, the On the Radar, a lot of them don't really. I mean, Sway in the Morning. That's not out here. But a lot of them, I think they're starting to finally come back to bringing because a lot of these rappers don't want to rap.
All those platforms are looking for. Oh yeah, let's go, man. Good night, man. Good night, man. I'll see you next time.
I love you, Papa.
Nice to meet you too.
Careful.
Oh yeah, man.
Love you, both.
Yeah, Nas, have a good night's rest, man.
Say good night. Good night.
Good night, sweet dreams, man.
All right, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to rap. Like when I seen that situation with Uzi Vert and Ebro, and he was like, "I don't rap. I'm a rock star," that was a change in the guard. But I think now it's funny because I saw XXL finally start posting outside of their freshman freestyle. I saw them starting to post like random freestyles up again, and I'm like, yeah, that's what y'all was known for. Is like,
oh yeah,
XXL in the bars and all that. But I think this is why I feel. I know you expressed how you felt about it. This is why I feel like a shift is coming because they see the money in it. If they weren't able to see a money in it, I feel like then I completely get what you come. But I really do believe that it's not gonna be a shift like we've seen before. It ain't gonna be something that's taking back what we had before. But I do think that they're seeing money in it because, you know, the game was in need of some kind of shaking. It needed to shake
the
up.
shit is shaking up for good.
Yeah.
But I think a shift is a whole nother thing because you're talking about multiple guys making it, not one more guy with skill set.
No, facts. You're right.
Not two more guys.
Right.
Guys.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about, we know women, guys, you know, just a nice wave of things that can take place. Music business is in shambles.
It sure is.
The music business part is in shambles. It's money in the wave.
Right.
If you have the money to put the
even
eyes
front
on
it.
the wave to begin with.
Right. You're right.
So you gotta have the money to put the eyes on to make your wave big enough to see.
Yeah. But see, we living in a time though. This is where I get encouraged by because I'm glad you said that because as soon as you said that, the antennas in the back of my head stood up. This is where I feel like this is the role that I got to play in these. And there's a lot of folks who are doing the same thing. But the moment I saw Kwame Brown, this is going to be a weird analogy. The moment I saw Kwame Brown had more views and more ratings on a live stream on YouTube when he had an issue with Stephen A. Smith than Stephen A. had on ESPN, I said, something. To me, that's the beginning of something. Even though rap is not sports and da-da-da-da, I saw that and said, oh, viewership is just viewership for the consumer. Where they choose to spend their time. I spend more time on YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos now than I do the Spectrum cable I'm paying for. I literally only have Spectrum for the Lakers.
Right.
That's it. Maybe some Practical Jokers every once in a while.
Yeah, right. Just scroll through that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Outside of that, I got for 2 channels, but I watch.
I watch that too.
You do?
Yeah, them niggas is funny.
I need, Murr and all of that. I need my TV that don't make me have to think about nothing. My brain does that on all day long. I need something I can watch and be like, yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm mad Joe had to
Shout
leave.
out to my kids that's watching. Nah, and London and my grandman if they watching.
Much love.
And Dash if Dash and Jordan if they watching it.
Come on. Well, once again, Mykestro, we appreciate your time, brother. We appreciate your presence.
I appreciate you having me. Awesome fucking time.
Come on, man. This ain't gonna be the last time either. Like, we got some work. That's why I say, the last thing I meant to say about that. I'm excited because there are people out here that are doing what you're talking about. There are more guys. There are more ladies. I just think that a lot of folks are they have the focus of their lives and things that are going on, but there's certain folks out here that I feel like have the ability to like I look at myself as a multimedia network and I look at it and I'm like, God made it to where I'm good with content for a reason, and it's not always from just my own music. I want to be able to like be a part of the reason why certain things like is given a different type of look. So I'm looking forward to, producing some content with you and for the songs and all that stuff because man, nowadays folks just need about 7 or 8 looks before they make a buying decision, even with the music too.
For y'all that don't know, man, go scroll through my Instagram, bro. It's loaded.
It's loaded
I
with
drop
content, for sure.
I drop shit all the time, bro. New videos, visuals. Shout out to my bro Bird, Jay Bird, the Network Kings. He been blazing me and coming through, man, and killing with all the visuals, man, and making sure I got a nice plethora of things to break up and have my content ready to go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm stocked over there with that, and we constantly working and trying to make waves, man. Bo is constantly dropping records. He dropped so many albums, bro. I can't even title them, bro. He just dropped 2 albums like this week. Yeah. He texted me one last week, and then one like the Friday before. And I'm like, my nigga, when are you recording these albums?
When are you recording? Not these songs. When are you recording these albums?
Yeah, we not emailing you like one song. It's 10.
It's 10.
Yeah, bro.
Some folks work
for
different.
all y'all, man, check my nigga out, man. Like he be part of the crew, man. Skills Still Appeal. He got a separate Bandcamp from mine, Columbo Black Bandcamp. Yeah. Cosmos Classics Bandcamp over there. The homie Deli got beats. Sax G, Mykestro.
Shout out to
we
all.
outside, my nigga.
There it is.
And I'm coming to get all y'all niggas. Got to see me at some point, though. Just know that.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. We appreciate you, DIYers.
Shout out to my nigga T. Reed.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, my niggas.
Come on.
And shout out to you, Kurt, man. With Curtis King with 2 S's, my nigga. Y'all get it right. 2 S's. Like Super Sport, my nigga.
Like that's better than dessert.
2
I'm
S's
glad you said what Super Sport,
my nigga. Yeah.
I appreciate you, bro.
Love, my nigga. Thank you, man. I appreciate the love, man. You having a nigga over and all that cool shit, man.
Always. DIYers, this obviously will stay up. Make sure you go take advantage of all of those hyperlinks that you see in the description. I will be talking to you soon. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, moderators. Thank you for holding down.
We appreciate that, man. DIY.
DIY.
Yeah, gotta do it, your motherfuckers.